I see places and faces, things you ain't never thought about thinking. If you ain't peeped, then you must be drinking and smoking, pretending that you're looking, but you're broken. Let me get you open. Now little Jimmy got his diploma and little Jimmy got life. And Tamika around the corner just took her person off the pipe. The other homie shot the other homie and ran off with his money. And when the other homies heard about it, they thought that it was funny. But who's the dummy? Cause now you done lost the hustler. A down-ass brother done been replaced by a buster. And though I got love for you, I know I can't trust you. Cause my crew is rolling Hummers and your crew is rolling Dusters. And just because of that, you act like you don't like a brother no more. I guess that's just the way it go. I ain't trying to preach. I believe I can reach, but your mind ain't prepared. I see you when you get there.
I'll see you when you get there. If you wanna get there, see you when you get there. I'll see you when you get there. If you wanna get there, see you when you get there.
More temptation and faith, I guess we're living for the day. I seen a man get swept off his feet by a boy with an AK. The situation so twisted, everybody getting lifted. I'm just trying to take care of my kids and handle my business. Cause it's way too serious, so you gotta pay close attention. So you don't get caught slipping when they come to do all the getting. Life is a big game, so you gotta play it with a big heart. Some of us gotta run a little faster, cause we gotta lay the start. But I'll be a fool to surrender when I know I can be a contender. If everybody's a sinner, then everybody can be a winner. No matter your rag color, deep down we all brothers. And regardless of the time, somebody up there still loves us. I'm a scuffle and struggle with you, I'm breathless and weak. I done strive my whole life to make it to the mountain peak. Always keep reaching, sure to grab on to something. I'll be there when you get there, waiting with the sounds bumping.
I'll see you when you get there. If you wanna get there, see you when you get there. I'll see you when you get there. If you wanna get there, see you when you get there.
You need to loosen up and live a little. And if you got kids, let them know how you're feeling. For your own sake, give a little. Oh, you don't want to hear that. You busy trying to stack and keep it with the Joneses, taking advantage of your own. The realest homies that you've been knowing for the longest. But some ain't missing a good thing until it's gone. Could have built an empire, not for the jealousy that divides us. We prefer to keep our eyes shut to what's right when it's something involving we desire. So hold your head up high if you're poor and righteous. I know time seems strife and problems seem endless, but in times of despair, we gotta pull ourselves together. And if you feel you're out the game, then you need to get back in it. Cause nothing worse than a quitter. You gotta face responsibility one day, my brother. So wrap up your pity and turn it to ambition and put your vehicle in drive and stop by my side.
I'll see you when you get there. If you wanna get there, see you when you get there. I'll see you when you get there. If you wanna get there, see you when you get there.
As we walk down the road of our destiny, and the time comes to choose which shall it be, the wide and crooked or the straight and narrow. We got one push to give and one life to live. Stand up for something to lay down in the game. Listen to the song that we sing. It's up to you to make it be. I guess I'll see you when you see me.
I'll see you.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been standing most day nights, living in the gangster's paradise. Been standing most day nights, living in the gangster's paradise. Keep standing most nights, living in the gangster's paradise. Keep standing most nights, living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my 10 in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we heard are you and me? Been standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Been standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Keep standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Keep standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Power and the money, money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour, everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. Been standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Been standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Keep standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Keep standing most of the night, living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we heard are you and me? Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we heard are you and me? Just get inside. It's time to take your ass on another kind of trip. Cause you can't have to hop if you don't have to hip. Grab your back with the extra clip and close your eyes and hit the switch. We're going to a place where everybody kick it, dead after kick it. Ain't no blood, ain't no gripping, ain't no punk ass nigga set tripping. Everybody got a stack and it ain't no crack. And it really don't matter if you're white or black. I wanna take you there like a staple scene. Put something in the tank and I know that I can bring it. If you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. We on a mission. Come along and ride on it. can live my life and maybe eat some steak with my beans and rice. A place where my kids can play outside without living in fear of a drop-by. And even if I get away from them drive-by killers, I still got to worry about those snitch-ass niggas. I keep on searching and I keep on looking, but niggas are the same from Watch to Brooklyn. I try to keep my faith in my people, but sometimes my people be acting like they evil. You don't understand about running with a gang, cause you don't gang bang. And you don't have to stand on the corner and swing, cause you got your own thing. You can't help me if you can't help yourself. You better make a laugh. Fantastic slide, slippity slide. I do what I do just to survive. A bitch and then you die. Still trying to get a piece of that apple pie. Every game ain't the same cause the game still remains. Don't it seem kinda strange? Ain't a damn thing changed. If you don't work then you don't eat. And only down ass niggas can ride with me. Hop, 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 if I quickly down the block. Stay sucker free and keep the busters off your jock. You gotta have heart, son, if you wanna go. Watch this sweet chariot swing low. Ain't nobody crying, ain't nobody dying, ain't nobody worrying. Everybody's trying. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you wanna have something, you better stop fronting. What you gonna do when the five roll by? You better be ready so you can ride. Fantastic slide, slippity slide. When you're living in the city, it's do or die. Fantastic slide, new ride. You better be ready when the five roll by. That's what you do, just roll along. That's right, just roll along. That's what you do, just roll along. That's right.
Top of the morning to everybody. This is September 29th. Do St. Ives in the year. You know what it is. It is the Prince Pierre 9.5 live show. I'm your beloved game show host. Prince Pierre says and does the motherfucking most. Anytime is always the right time for the game show. Where we on the G code, we on alkalinity first, game first. And hey man, we had to go on and play some of the hits of Coolio, who had just passed away last night or yesterday at the age of 59, man. The age of 59, man. The man was almost 60. Couldn't reach there. You know, man was a unique rapper. He was a message rapper and a fun rapper, He was the true essence of hip hop by definition, from the West Coast style. He's from the West Coast. And man, some people would say the best coast, that's what they would say, the West Side, So we just want to say at the game show, man, we gladly appreciate your contribution to the hip hop algorithm, the hip hop chronicles, the hip hop Rolodex. You know what I'm saying? With some and with your catalog that you displayed in the '90s, that's when he was hot. He was, his videos was on, Rap City. You know what I'm saying, when we came up. So, back when Mr. Johnson was running BET, hip hop was being represented very well. Uh, you know, he catered to the dynamic of black folks, and he put the Coolios out, and let them be on the videos and on the rap cities and top 25 countdowns and the shows that they had back in the day. So we just want to pay homage, man, to a brother. We know I think he had some situations with some drug use and things like that, and he overcame all that there, man. You know what I'm saying? And became a hip hop. You know what I'm saying? He carved his niche in the hip hop game, man. So, was he one of the biggest rappers out there? No, but he was a known rapper. He was respected in the hip hop community, and nobody was ever trying to beef with him. Nobody was ever trying to come at him because he stayed in his lane and rap what he built in his heart, in his mind. And in the future, the game show is gonna have to really talk about the state of hip hop. So that show will be coming up. I know I got two shows on deck. Uh, I want to do them, but I ain't moved to doing this yet. You know, Al Heyman, and also, what I'm saying, the Brett Favre. I'll be moved to do them shows this week. I'll be moved to do them. You know what I'm saying? I was going to do, a cowboy show this morning, but I said no. I might do it tonight. Do a cowboy show tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's the game show, so we talk about the games we played, the games we love, and the games we know. So that's what we stand over here at the game show. So that's why it's the game show, man. You know what I'm saying? So, the sports game, the political game, the entertainment game, man. You know what I'm saying? The 9 pillars of game and human activity. So, that's what we preach over here. That's what we stand on every single day. But then, it ain't time to start the show because the introduction hadn't came in. I gotta go holler at my boy, man, and let him come on in here and bring us in, and y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is, Jack. So we just gonna do what we do, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna go on and say, Coolio, rest in power, man, you know what I'm saying? Have a fantastic voyage on the way up to the most high, you know what I'm saying? Man, see you when you get there, I see you when I get there, and hey, man, you know, we hope you ain't in a gangster's paradise, but you might be up there seeing some gangsters up there, you know what I'm saying? In the hip hop community, man, that rep the gangster hip hop, the Nipsies, you know what I'm saying? The Biggies, the Pox, and, some of the pioneer rappers in the past, man, the Shock G's, you know what I'm saying? And DMX's. So, yeah, you up in the gangster's paradise. So you over there, shooting dice, you know what I'm saying? Sipping on what y'all sipping on and having what y'all gonna have, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have another song, you know what I'm saying? For him. We're gonna go back to a '90s song. We'll play that in the intermission of today's show. You know, and we're gonna go and get it started and get ready to get on this topic. I know it was early. I just came on early, man. I know I should have waited until 7, but I had to move around, and I got to move around at 8, so I didn't want to wait too late. I mean, I didn't want to do the show too late, and I'm messing around and come on again tonight with a double header. Well, it's a game tonight, so I'm like, nah, I won't be coming on tonight. So I'll be on tomorrow. If I'd done a show earlier or something, I'd have came on. Um, so it's all good in the game, man. But we're gonna go and get this game show started. How we do over here at the game show. We gotta go on and let Mr. You know, green, get it on.
See you driving round town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, fuck you, and fuck her too. Said if I was richer, I'd still be richer. No, ain't that some shit? And although there's plans in my chest, I still wish you the best. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't afford a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can't get you there. I guess he's an Xbox, and I'm more Atari. But the way you play your game ain't fair. I picture the fool that falls in love with you. Oh, she's a gold. Well, just go to she gold. Ooh, I've got some news for you. Yeah, go on and tell your little boy free. See you driving round town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, fuck you, and fuck her too. Said if I was richer, I'd still be richer. No, ain't that some shit? And although there's plans in my shirt, I still wish you the best. Fuck you. Now I know I had to borrow, begging, stealing, lying, and cheat. Trying to keep you, trying to please you. Cause being in love with your ass ain't cheap. Now I can tell you, ooh, falls in love with you. Oh, she's a gold. Well, just go to she gold. Ooh, I've got some news for you. Ooh, I really hate your ass right now. See you burn down, down, and I'm like, fuck you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Set your head on the game show. We're gonna let you know. Take some shit. And although the long as you hate on the game show, yeah, fuck you. Now, baby, why hurt me so bad, so bad. I tried to tell my mama, but she told me this is one for your dad. Yeah, she did. And I'm like, why? I love you. I still love you. I see you losing my child with a girl I love. Fuck you. I guess the change in my pocket
Wasn't enough. Fuck you. Fuck. Why you hating on this game show? So why you still hating on this game show? It is fuck you. Yeah, it's time to go on and get cranked up. It's time to go on and get started. It's time to go on and make it be known. We finna go on and goddamn it, the game show host, if finna go on, is going to give you reasons why I'm not interested in the woman king. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, we got to go back to last weekend. I was on Ism show and they was asking me, you know, they thought I was on some massaging and shit. I'm like, no, I'm not on no misogynist. I'm just not interested in it. I'm just not interested in it. It didn't move me. You know what I'm saying? So you got an intuition in your soul. It's like, nah, that ain't hitting on shit. I don't know nothing about it. I know Viola Davis played in it. I knew everything. And I like Viola Davis as an actress. You know, I even told him, you know, one of my favorite shows is How to Get Away with Murder. So you can't say I'm a hater of Viola Davis. She was good in Fences. You know what I'm saying? You know, she was in The Help. I didn't watch The Help. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watched that. But she was in another movie with Jennifer Lopez, you know what I'm saying? That was a good movie, you know what I'm saying? Viola Davis is a damn good actress. You know what I'm saying? Damn good actor. They said, well, you don't believe in a woman to lead. I said, shit. She had a great series that ran for almost 7 seasons. You know what I'm saying? On ABC. She went on and did, you know what I'm saying? Live in front of a studio audience, and she was playing, you know what I'm saying, Florida from Good Times, and did a good job at that. So no, I'm not anti Viola Davis. That show ain't the start. So we're not gonna get into her. We're gonna get into the concept of this movie. Okay, we're gonna give you reasons. We're gonna give you some comparison, contrast to other shows that's kind of doing something like they're doing, but they doing other things. We're gonna give you some historical reasons why I wasn't interested in it. We're gonna break down where they got the story from. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna really break it down, and we're gonna show you the articles. We're gonna show you the articles of impeachment when it comes to the woman king. You understand? We're not fishing to sit up in here and let folks paint narratives, you understand me, and discredit the historical relevance, you know what I'm saying, of the humanity of the melanated people. Because it's some asterisk situations that's really going on. So this is, this just to go on and get ignorant and show you this is an alkaline pimping, no flesh. High self controls lower self beyond the flesh. Kill the asterisk situation, destroys the body and the mind. Production. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this is the kind of production this gonna be today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we gonna have to go on and put this frivolous bullshit to rest. We got to go on and kill this asterisk situation that's going on. You know what I'm saying? In the demographic and the culture of black folks. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to put a demographic of gender higher than, you know what I'm saying, they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Higher than where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? They want to sit up in here and tell us and lie to us and test a lie. You know what I'm saying? And run amok and bamboozle you into to believing that, the character that Viola Davis played, you know what I'm saying, was real. You know what I'm saying? They want to sit up in here and want to give us a scenario like they really went over there and fought, you know what I'm saying, for the freedom, you know what I'm saying, of their fellow African, they fellow African people, right, of the continent, right? They want to get out here and make us, you know what I'm saying, they might told the story of the king properly, you understand me? Because, they're going to want to tell the black man's story properly, Yeah, but they lied on that too. So we're going to tell you about the Dahomey tribe, the Dahomey people today. Yes, this is going to be, you know what I'm saying, we're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, those Africans, you understand me, over there, you know what I'm saying, and what they was doing at the time, you know what I'm saying, in 1800, with 17, 18, I think, but 1800s. But we'll get all the historical context down on this here. And we're just going to tell the butt nigga truth. We're going to do what we do here. We're going to be the game show, which is the truth show. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do over here. We're not into lying. We're not into painting no narratives. Only narrative we're going to paint over here is the butt naked, honest, God loving truth. That's all we do over here. So we're not with the BS. We're not with the crap. We're not with the bamboozle. We're not being with the hoodwink. We're not with the lie. We're not with the white lie. We're not with the woman lie. We're not with the little lie. We're not with the cry lie. You know what I'm saying? We're not with the kiki and ha when it comes to hardcore, adulterated, blatant ass lies. Now we're gonna get over here and we're gonna have a testimony and we're gonna test a moment. We're gonna tell the truth today. Yeah, it's top of the morning. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's top of the morning to everybody out there that come on in. Y'all come on in to the game show and listen to this truth. Listen to this button naked truth. You understand me? You know? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we always start out playing a little music. I play a little music, then I usually would play. I was just gone, Coolio don't die. I just went on in there and just played. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you haters of the game show. That's let you haters know we're going to always dedicate something to you first. You know what I'm saying? To get you on out the damn way. You understand me? To go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Because the hate we ain't with, the hate we ain't co-signing. We always still, top of the morning, we still the most ignorant show on YouTube because we going to tell you what it is and we don't give a fuck how we say it. We don't give a damn how it been spitted. We don't give a damn how it was written. You understand? We're just going to let you know that the truth will be spoken. You understand me? The truth will be spoken today. So we're going to get ready to go on and show y'all this game. We're going to get ready to go on here and pull up some of these documents and some of these articles of impeachment when it comes to the woman king. Now, let's just go on and get into a little bit early of it. But, I'm going to take a little quick break right quick. Just a little quick break before we get into everything, because we got to go on and keep it cold. We got to go on and get on the cold this morning. We got to get on the cold this motherfucker morning, man. We can't be playing with you niggas. We cannot be playing with you damn Negroes. Because you niggas will get out here and start lying on this motherfucking game. Yeah, you niggas get out here and start lying and wanna snitch and do all that old fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And run narratives around this motherfucker. So we gotta go on and get to it. We gotta go on and find it, man. We can't be playing with you niggas. No, we can't play with you niggas, bro. We just can't do it. We just can't do it today. Nobody. You just can't do it. So we're going to go on and get on it, and get on it real good. We're going to go on and introduce you to these ghetto boys for this morning and go on and get on the code, before we get to going with the show today. And then we'll go on and get into the festivities and go on and get into the show. But we got to go on and play the G code right quick. You had to go on and drop that quick monologue on you niggas, let you niggas know. And we finna get on you niggas, and we finna definitely get on you women out here. You know what I'm saying? That's co-oping and co-signing this fuckery. They that's why it didn't only make but $20 million. They didn't make but $22 million. And they say there ain't nobody, and they saying it's being boycotted, ain't nobody fucking with it. You understand me? There ain't nobody fucking with it. Ain't nobody touching it. It's toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's painting a narrative, man, that we don't want out here. You know what I'm saying? I do not want, and I tell you, I don't want to watch anything that's going to put me in a situation where I'm looking at the black woman in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? It's already modern day shit. I don't even want to see no historical fuck shit of black women on some fuck shit. That ain't really cool. So, just to let ism and mahogany roots know, I wasn't interested in it because I don't want to watch anything that's going to paint a narrative of my people in a negative light. You understand me? And lie, So we're going to go on the G code, get us started, get us going. And then we're going to come on back, man, and we're going to go and knock it on out, man, and get ready to goddamn let y'all know what really going on, baby. So we need to go on and let Scarface and the late great Bushwick Bill and Willie D put you on this code, man.
Motherfuckers following you around, dude. That's real. Shit, y'all. Fuck these feds. Redneck. Racist motherfuckers. I don't wanna run no more, but I know that if I stop, I'll be another nigga headed to heaven hanging with Pop. These motherfuckers look at me like I'm a slanger, making threats to my family, dog. I'm in danger. Who do you call when these agents want you dead and they hit these penitentiaries?
centuries and niggas make a pledge, so I dip it up the fed. All my homies stuck out on indictments, caught up on the phone talking prices. 25 to life's the mandatory minimum. My whole community gets treated like they criminals. Crying bitches getting motherfuckers hung. Gotta see out on the inside and everybody's song. Mothers and fathers separated from their sons. Households are broken, you couldn't hold your tongue. If the shores say it's yours, take the case, do your time. You was out here getting money from it, everything was fine. And you crying in your jail cell, stressing on the case. And the DEA is at a nigga every other day. I can see it in your face, in the middle of your soul. You in question of your manhood, homie. We don't talk to police, we don't make a peace bond. We don't trust in the judicial system. Judicial system, we shoot guns. We rely on the streets, we do battle in the hood. I was born in the G code, embedded in my blood. We rely on the streets, but we relying on history stone.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We back. We had some technical difficulties right quick. Damn, internet goddamn went off on me. Shit, it's all good, man. Man-made shit. It happens. So yeah, man. So now it's time to go on and get into the game show. It's time to go on and goddamn me show y'all some game. It's time to go on and get ignorant. You know, we got to go on and get ignorant with you niggas. Let y'all know what's really going on, man. We got to go on and get on in this woman king. You know, yes, indeed. We got to go on and get in this woman king right quick. We got to go on and give you some historical context on this bullshit and on this narrative that they painting over there. So, you know, it's almost 7 o'clock. So I think around 7 o'clock, people start coming in. You know what I'm saying? But we had to go on and just do the first little album dedication to the Coolio. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we had to go and do that with him. You know what I'm saying? Just to remind y'all, man. Yeah, him. You know, just let everybody know, man. You know, rest in peace, Coolio, man. We played some selections for him. You know, we played fantastic boards, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, we also played. You know what I'm talking about? You know, Gangsta Paradise. We also played. You know what I'm talking about? See you when you get there. You know, we got some more music for him. We're gonna get some dedications for him, man. You know what I'm talking about? Not to him, but just some other hip hop and some singers, man. We're gonna pay some homage to him today. So, you know, in the remembrance of Coolio, as we do this show on this particular topic, you know, because you know he sent messages out through his hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was, and he had fun, man. That was what he was all about. So, you know, we might even find some old interviews of him, you know, and play some clips of him. I think we might be able to play that, you know, a couple of minutes of it. So we'll get into that, you know, during the intermission of the show. We might play an interview or something of him, a relevant interview, or last time he spoke to the media or talked on the YouTube or something like that, and see what he was doing before he was passing, how he was living, and we good to go, man. You know, and just to remind everybody, man, you know, the game show will be having another Cowboy show coming up tomorrow. We're gonna get into the scenarios of the Dallas Cowboys and what they're going through. We're gonna talk about Cooper Rush. We're gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, you know, CeeDee Lamb. We're gonna talk about, you know, the defense, and we're just gonna talk about what they need to do if they want to be great. So we want to talk about what they need to do to be great, get to the next level, to pay homage to the 30-year anniversary of the birth of a dynasty in 1992 to 1996. So we're going to talk about that 4-year dynasty that they had, that 4-year run. We're going to see if Dallas, you know, if this team have any resemblance of that team. And we're going to see if they do or they don't. And if they don't, they don't. If they do, they do. Now it's time for them to show. So that would be the next game show. So we're going to keep a reminder of that. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get on into it, though. You know, I'll let you, Coolio. We're going to cool you down for a sec. And we're going to go on and get into this topic. All right. So the Woman King. It debuted in the theaters September 16th, and the title, what they got up there, Her Reign Begins. So we already seen, and it's already some worse than that. She didn't have a reign. What reign did she have? She did not have a reign. She wasn't a king. Okay, she was not a queen. She was not in a position of total power. She didn't have omnipresence power over there like the other king had. Was the real king was how you ever say his name, Yizzo, king of the homie. Yes, so yes, king of the homie. You know, the slave trade is the ruling principle of my people. It is the source and the glory of their wealth. The mother lulls the child to sleep with notes of triumph over an enemy reduced to slavery. So, the story of the Dahomey people was they was in war with the Oya people, better known as the Yuba tribe. And what they did was when they conquered them and they defeated them and they got their prisoners of war, they brought them back to Dahomey and they enslaved them. Okay? So that's what they did first. Okay? And on top of the story, that the Viola Davis character was pretty much probably a Yoruba, and she got enslaved. The true story. And we're going to show you the articles of impeachment, the articles of truth. You know what I'm saying? The articles of journalistic integrity, and we're going to show you what's really going on. So, yeah, those women were enslaved. So, what they wanted to do, they was like the undesirable. So, they really didn't want any sexual relations with them. They were slaves. They was not of the Dahomey tribe. So they wasn't going to create babies with the women. So they said, Mr. King Yizzo said, I got an idea. I'm gonna go on and do some gangster. You know what I'm saying? Stop down, pimping. I'm gonna play some chess with these enslaved bitches. So they end up getting a feisty chick that has some warrior about her. And they came to her and basically told her, you got a decision to make. You know, you can go over here, man. You can fight for your freedom. You know. Yeah, you can fight for your freedom. You know, going back over to Europe, man, and going over there and whip that ass, man, and come on back with them folk. You know what I'm saying? And they ran a flim flam and a hustle on these women, which was the so-called, the white folks called them the Amazon warriors. But I think their real name was the Joya or something like that. The Joya women, the Joya warriors. And so the Joya warriors, you know, they went on over there, man, to Europe, and they went over there and started warring, you know. So pretty much it was like a win-win for, you know, King Yizzo and King Jizzle. And King Jizzle said, I mean, it's a win-win. Undesirables, they're enslaved. We'll send them on out there, man, and get sacrificed. I ain't got to send my men back out there to do nothing. You know, I ain't got to send my true warriors out there to do a damn thing. You know, I just send these damn undesirables and seeing these degenerates, you understand me? These God-forsaken ugly bitches over there, and they gone and do a sacrifice, you know, and bring me some more slaves, you know. He even said, you know, at the bottom, during the height of the transatlantic slave trade, Jizzo was the African ruler of the Dahomey, now known as Benin, on the west coast of Africa, who bitterly fought British efforts to block and otherwise dismantle the slave trade. Yes, the British, you know, they stopped the transatlantic slave trade. They shut that down. But Jizzo said, no. I'm doing business with the Portuguese, man. Me and the Portuguese, man, we're doing some good business. Man, I go on and get them conquered Yobers and oh yeah. Man, I got damn me trade ass off for weapons. You know, weapons of African destruction. You know, and other things I want. You know, whatever the Portuguese had, they probably had the rum and the honey, whatever they want, you know. We're looking at all that down. So what he did, he became an adversary of the British. You know, he became an adversary of the British. Everybody always adversary of the British, goddamn it. You know. Next month they finna celebrate Christopher Columbus in October. You know, that colonizer, you know, one that came in there and damn near killed all the damn Indians. I think he went down. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Did he go to Haiti? It was Haiti. One of them Caribbean islands. He was just strong. Had a nigga named Panini. Had that damn nigga, which was a Moor, by the way, you know, that dirty Moor. You know, when Tariq was over there talking up the Moors, the dirty Moor, and over there colonizing, and went over there to holler at Queen Victoria, and gave her an offer she just couldn't refuse. You know, how to get some money, you know, by selling African, you know, selling African, you know, to the highest bidder, to the highest Caucasian, you know, down now, you know, over there in the Western Hemisphere, North America, United States of America. Yeah, all over down on there in Louisiana, all over there on the Myrtle Beach Port in Jamestown. Yeah, even up there in New York, in the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, they talking about the ports. Ports ain't nothing but slave trade. Now you ain't got nothing but containers. Well, they had boats and containers full of Africa. You know, you better go check out black label, white. Well, that put you on some game, man. You know, so we gonna keep going, and you know that's where it came from. So we're getting ready to dive into the movie, and we're gonna talk about how the directors and all them suckers and these directors and shit, and how they wanted to change the narrative of the movie. You know, except it's telling the true story of the movie. You know, the women of Dahomey, or the warriors of Dahomey. That's what they should have called it, the warriors of Dahomey. You know, that's told the true story. That's all you had to do. Just tell the truth. You know, this was a damn story. You could have painted it. You could have put it on the Portuguese, and you could have turned around how the Britons and shit wanted to stop slavery. I mean, white man could have looked good in there. But looked like, as I had done some research, that the narrative was changed by the director and even Viola Davis, and also, you know, a woman, you know, the screenplay writer. We're gonna go on and lift that up right now. So let's go on and get ready. Open up. But before we get into the game show, because we finna show you some games, we gotta play out. We gotta go on and play the game show after. You know, when we get ready to get into the game. You know, when we get ready to get in, you know what I'm saying, into the truth. So we got to go on and let what the game say, what the survey gonna say. You know, yeah, we gonna let y'all niggas really know. So let's get on into it, and we gonna play there, and we gonna get started. Yeah, so let's go on and Let's go on and let the game begin. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go on and let the truth begin, baby. Now, because we've been ready to share this game. So, hold on. Yeah, let's get ready to share this game right quick. Get in you nigga motherfucking head. Yes, indeed. So, gonna go on over here and holler at the Google bitch. Let me see what she's saying. Let me look at the questions that I asked on my phone right quick, because, you know, short-term memory be tripping a little bit. But I'm all right. So let me see. I might need to give me some of that fish, y'all. Let me see. I might need to give me some of that fish, y'all. Let me see where it at. Let me go to Google on my phone and go on and get these questions. So I know what articles to pick. So let me see. So I had Googled up the true story of the woman king. Now, you know, on Google, they said the woman king is a 22. So we'll go on and type it in and show you niggas. So I said the true story, you know, of the woman, you know, the woman king. You know, I ain't even saying it. It's not even natural. Y'all always want to go against nature. Y'all always want to do some whole shit. Y'all always want to paint a narrative. You know, and I have to do a show about the hypocrisy going on. And some of you niggas, you know, because you niggas get to running y'all game. So, we'll go on and take that off. So let me get that out the way. All right, and let me get my ass out of there. So, as you see, when I type in the true story of the woman king, and it says it's a 2022 American historical epic film, I already lied, about the Ajoya all-female warrior unit that protected the West African kingdom of Dahomey during the 17th to the 19th century. So they did it for 200 years. Set in the 1820s, the film stars Viola Davis as a general who trains the next generation of warriors, you understand me, to fight their enemy. So, that's what Google is saying about, you know, the woman king, right? So now we're going to go on over there and get down to the goddamn thing. Now they saying that as we look, the woman king is based on that General Nasal, but that ain't true. So now the true story. Now when I had it on the other Google, they showed the story. Now they want to get on this bitch and play. We're gonna find it. I'm gonna keep coming on down because I know where I found it at. Now we're gonna go to this one, which is the Smithsonian.org. So this is the one. This is you know. Now I think everybody know that the Smithsonian, you know, Institute, the Smithsonian magazine, yeah, Smithsonian Institute, Smithsonian, you know, that's a place that's a historical place. So we're gonna get on into it. I can highlight this shit. I need to learn how to do that, but we'll get to working on it. So, Associate Editor Melon Soleil, and this is what she said. She says, at the heights in the 1840s, the West African kingdom of Dahomey boasted an army so fierce that its enemies spoke of its prestigious bravery. The 6,000 strong force known as the Ajayi raided villages under covers of darkness, took captives and slashed off the register's heads and returned to their king as trophies of war. Through these actions, the Ajaya established the homies' prominence over neighboring kingdoms and became known by European visitors as Amazon due to their similarities to the warrior women of Greek myth. So the doggone white folks, they called them, So it was true. They whooping ass. Okay? They were whooping ass. So the part of they whooping ass is true. They was going in that motherfucker, at midnight and 3, 4 in the morning, and they was getting in that motherfucker slaying. So that part was true. So all the little fighting and all probably them going in, and that's true. Yeah, they whooped ass. So ain't nobody denying they whooped ass. But what we gonna talk about is the narrative they playing on why they was whooping ass, right? So they whooping their enemy's ass. Now they say the movie Ajayi tells the story of an all-woman fighting force. Directed by Gina Prince Bethwood, the film takes place as conflict engulfs the region, and the specter of European colonization looms immensely. It represents the first time in American film history has dramatized a compelling story. I like articles like this. I like all I can disagree with. Okay, I get it. The finally to show black women out here whooping ass. See, I wasn't against the movie because they were whooping ass. I was against the movie because I know the narrative they was playing on this shit. So I wasn't interested in it because I knew it wasn't true, all the way true. There was some truth in it. They were kicking ass. So the fight scenes, they were whooping ass. Now, as the Hollywood Reporter, Rebecca King writes, the Woman King is a product of 1,000 battles fought by, the movie. Davis and Prince Bethwood, both of whom have spoken about the obstacles that the Kentucky team faced in pitching this story. It says the part of the movie we love. It said the part of the movie that we love is also the part of the movie that's terrifying Hollywood, which is different and new. It does not allow, and it don't allow what different or new unless you a big star, attach a big male star. Hollywood, like when women are pretty and blonde or close to pretty and blonde, as of these women are dark and there are beating men. So there you go. Well, it was a hard pitch because I think that the studios knew that it wasn't going to be a true, all the way true story. So the pitch was for the white man's eyes. You understand me? That they was, smashing on some niggas, snatching on some on some niggas, on some niggas, in their mindset. But we're gonna go and get to this article, which is telling us, is the Woman King based on a true story? And like it says, in short, yes, but with extensive dramatic license. What that means is, yes, they had a 6,000. Yes, they had a tribe. You know what I'm saying? The Woman King, the Amazons of the Joey. Yes, there was a fighting force. There was an army. Okay, and they did go and put in work, but it had extensive dramatic licenses because of the narrative that was painted, which we're gonna get into. It says, through the broad strokes of the film are historically accurate. The broad strokes, that means fighting. Okay, the majority of its characters are fictional, including Davis. you know what I'm saying, which is Nasika, and Thuso Medubo Noah, a young warrior in training. Now they say Nusa and Noah share the names with documented members of the Ajor, but are not exact mirrors of these women. King Jezo is the exception, though. Yeah, he's true. According to Lynn Evans Lawrence, an architectural historian who studies gender dynamics in Dahomey, Jezo, who reigned from 1818 to 1858, and his son, you know what I'm saying, Jili, reigned from 1858 to 1889, presided over what is seen as a golden era of Dahomean history, ushering in an era of economic prosperity and political strength. You goddamn right. They was controlling the 9 pillars of human activity over there. You know what I'm saying? They was on goddamn me. They was on some Demonian supremacy, goddammit. Yeah, they was on Dahomean supremacy. Yeah. Yeah, they was on that. They was on some cracker shit. Yeah, they was cracking the motherfucking where on you gang. On them niggas. So here what? So the Woman King opens up in 1823 with a successful raid by the Allies who freed captives bound for enslavement from the clutches of the Oya Empire, a powerful Yoruba state in the north, in the southwestern, better known now as southwestern Nigeria. Dahomey has long paid tribute to the Oya, but in the beginning, to assert itself under the leadership of Jezo and so-called general, a parallel plot line finds so-called that Nazika, who disapproves of the slave trade after experiencing its horrors personally. So now we gotta see that's right there. If I can goddamn me highlight. Yes, parallel plot line. Hold on. Won't do it. Parallel plot line. As I state again, the parallel plot line finds David's character Nasika, who disapproves of the slave trade after experiencing his brother's urging Jezo to end the homie's close relationship with the Portuguese slave trade and shift to a production of palm oil as the kingdom's main export. So basically, this is what she's talking about. The narrative was she didn't want the white folks to enslave, but she wanted to come get the Portuguese. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what they were doing business with the Portuguese, and they wanted to put the damn prisoners of war on the palm oil plantation. You know, so, but the real Jezo did in fact successfully free the homie from its tributary status in 1823, but the kingdom's involvement in the slave trade doesn't align as neatly with the historical record. As historian Robert Lowe's notes, the homie emerged as a key player in trafficking of West Africans between 1680 and the early 1700s, selling his captives to European traders whose presence and demand fueled the industry. And in turn, the monumental scale of the homie's welfare. So basically, But I'm telling you, I'm giving you this game today. I'm giving you the butt naked truth today. You understand me? I don't come on here and put bullshit content on the screen. Cowboy bullshit. I give you that. Cowboy bullshit. But I have to have some fun on the show. But when we do the game show, in between when it's relevant news, I mean, ain't nobody really coming out here telling the y'all niggas over there talking about, and I ain't got historical, but you ain't telling nobody shit. You ain't telling nobody why. Well, yeah, the Woman King, yes, the Elijah tribe was real. They changed the narrative. Saying, I just read that they wanted to stop doing business with the colonizers of European businessmen, which was the Portuguese. But at the same damn time, she just wanted to bring the slaves, bring them prisoners of war and make them slaves for the palm oil plantation. Palm oil is probably equivalent to cotton. So I really don't know why I don't have 100 motherfuckers in this live, but it's all good because it ain't no more practice. See, this is the kind of stuff that moves me. So when I was on Ism Show and I asked you why I wasn't interested, because I knew in my heart it was some bullshit. I knew that I'm not interested in watching that. I'm not interested in going there and watch American black women portray a farce and basically Jizzo was a stomp down pimp. Yes, Jizzo was pimping. But see, he was pimping, really pimping. He wasn't fucking on them hoes. He was pimping, he was stomp down pimping. Okay? Yeah, he was playing a real chess game. We're gonna send the queens, the so-called queens out there to go doing work. But hold on, the story ain't over. Because I just told you that she was a slave herself. So Jizzo captured her and brought on. And then he over there watching this woman can fight. He's on here make a damn parallel deal with her. Yeah, you can be in the royal court. You can be a general in the royal court and drink the fine wines and eat the berries. Yeah, you can eat the palm, all dipped chicken and goat and peas. Yeah, you can eat the fine, you can wear, you can't wear no fine robes. You're a warrior, bitch. Now you're going to have to get on that there and go whoop some butt. But you will come back and eat real good, bitch. Yeah, we're gonna take care of you real good. Yo, yeah. I'm Jizzo. I'm gonna kingdom on you real. I'm gonna king on you real good. But I ain't fucking on you. No, ain't no fucking. Nope. Now, so we got that, you know what I'm saying, where we was, about the Portuguese. And Nautical. No, let me go down. I might have missed it. I had to get on in there. Yeah. So I got that. Like I said, the Portuguese. And like I said, the real deal I read. And I got on down now to how the homie was slave trade. Understand? It was slave trade. Oh, and then the majority, it said those majority of individuals took in prison by the homie and slaved abroad. Non-significant number remained in the kingdom, where they served on the royal farms, in the army, or the palace. See, I gotta give Jizzo credit a little bit. That's what you do. He wasn't gonna kill. See, he wasn't gonna send his niggas out there. He wasn't gonna send his freedom fighters out there. He gonna send the slaves. So I just read and told you, the Smithsonian Magazine, the Smithsonian Institute, historical got one of the biggest goddamn museums of historical content in America. Okay? See, the white man when you go to the white man gonna tell you the truth now. What you mean? Well, goddamn. See, let me go on and put you on some two-end game. See, what the white man looked at, they kind of fight on this movie. But some white man said, no. Tell that story. Let's fix it where we ain't gonna make it. Because they already know it's gonna be some Prince Pierre's, it's gonna be some game show guys, it's gonna be some gamers, it's gonna be some truth seekers that's gonna go out there and do some damn research. And now the white man can look back because we already know that the British government started the transatlantic slave trade. They're the one that stopped that. That ain't mean slavery was stopped. That's when the inbreeding down now and the buck breaking and the inbreeding and the motherfucking mandingos had to get on out there and get the fucking. You understand? They had to get on out there and start breeding in America. Yeah. So, keep it going. Yeah. And what they said. So, let me find it again. Yeah, I might have messed it. Yeah, Jizzo, right here. Cool. Let's go and read it again. So the majority of the individuals taken prisoner by the Hamid were enslaved abroad, and not an insignificant number remained in the kingdom, and they served on farms and in the army. So basically, the Ajaya Amazon warrior army was enslaved women. God damn. Damn, that's like what? Yeah. Yeah, they enslaved. There was enslaved women. They wasn't free women. They had no damn choice but to get out there and do the bidding of Jizzo and the Dahomey tribe. So niggas was doing white business. Like I said, they was on the Dahomean supremacy. Yeah, white supremacy. They was on the Dahomean supremacy. They was controlling the 9 pillars of activity for them. Then they was doing the same thing as the white colonized. In the 17s and 1800s. They were doing that. They were doing that shit for 200 years. Well, they had to shut down. Yeah. And then those are only agreed to end the Hamid's participation in the slave trade in 1852 after years of pressure by the British government, which did embody slavery, not for wholly, true reason, in its own colonies in 1833. So goddamn, it took them 19 years to get goddamn your Jizzo to stop. So now, hold on. It's like, hold on. So now we got a parallel. How you niggas be high-siding Texans. You know what I'm saying? Because we were celebrating Juneteenth. And we had, I think they practiced like 20 more years or something like that. Because you black bitches that want to be Native American so goddamn bad, guess who was holding your goddamn ass in slavery? It was Native Americans. When Abraham Lincoln saw the Emancipation Proclamation, them goddamn Indians said, they ain't coming off them niggles until you give me some more money or give me some land. Ho! They boarded them niggas. They boarded our ancestors, nigga. Why you niggas over there eating the asses, sucking the dick and pussy of them of the Native Americans? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm just telling the truth. Don't ban me. Don't strike me. I don't have no problem with. I do, but the modern day Native American, I don't have a problem with him. But the historical 1776 fuckers, you know what I'm saying? 1800. You know what I'm saying? When they stopped at the slave trade, you bitch ass motherfuckers was running around that motherfucker, running that shit. 1876 was the birth when the Constitution was written. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Niggas what? Yeah, and you motherfucking niggas was running around that motherfucker. So Jizzo stopped it. But all I ain't done. So, and though Jizzo did at one point explore palm oil production as an alternative source of revenue, it proved to be very far less lucrative. As the king soon resumed the Harmony's participation in the slave trade. So it looked like they said they got back into it, huh? Well, 1883. 1833, they was told to do it. Look like they saying on this motherfucker that they're like, yeah, that palm oil ain't getting it done, but selling them niggas, that black label, yeah, that black label white well, yeah, when you over there bordering a nigga off how a nigga can pick some cotton, yeah, you got a goddamn 175 pound nigga, you know what I'm saying? And that nigga could pick a goddamn 200 motherfucking pounds of motherfucking goddamn cotton a day. And then they turn around and sell it niggas at the damn slave shit, and the cotton is going, every 100 pounds going for $2,000. The nigga was going for the enslaved Negro was going for $2,000 right with him. Yeah. Shit, that goddamn black hand was motherfucking me picking so much goddamn cotton and sugar cane and rice. You know what I'm saying? Shit, them goddamn niggas were picking that motherfucking cotton. Well, them niggas, but them goddamn was selling them goddamn niggas to the highs and Portuguese bidders. That Portuguese was cutting the motherfucking check. Boy, they was giving them every goddamn gold and everything they want. They didn't give a goddamn, the homie tribe didn't give a damn about no African. They ain't with the hell. You wasn't the homie, you wasn't shit. Hell, you niggas home. Yeah. In response to the concerns about how the movie will depict the homies' engagement with the European slave trader, as the director Prince Beatherwood told Hollywood, we're gonna tell the truth about that. We're not gonna shy away from anything. But also we're telling a part of a story which is about overcoming and fighting for what's right. How the fuck is you fighting for what's right? We had already read and said that the character was just trying to get the damn niggas to go to the palm oil trade. Trying to get the old y'all to go to the palm oil and be slaves of palm oil plantation. Oh, we ain't gonna give them to the goddamn white man, but we'll enslave them. So you for what? Self-enslavement? You for goddamn light skin supremacy? And let the dark nigga goddamn me do all the work? That's to give you the Willie Lynch letter. You with the Willie Lynch letter? Yeah, the old goddamn enslaved the young. The dark enslaves the light, or the light enslaves the dark. You want the man to enslave the woman? Well, goddamn, that's what goddamn me Jizzo was doing. He was enslaving the damn black woman. Told that bitch, get out there and go kill me some more, oh y'all. Your ass out there and go kill me some more, oh y'all, and bring me some more oh y'all so I can make some more money. So they were rich as fuck. He was one of the richest kings in the world, in Africa. Let's say in Africa, on the continent. Just to give a disclaimer, Marcus Garvey was not talking about, let's get a disclaimer about Marcus Garvey right quick. Marcus Garvey wasn't talking about the romancing of Africa. He talking about going over there, because at that time in 1920s, we was the Industrial Revolution. So we just came almost like, 80 years, 70 years from slavery. So we was the Industrial Revolution in America. He was going out there to go do some pimping. He was going out there to go do some goddamn hustling. He was going out there to do some motherfucking Jizzo out there. What that mean was, he was going out there, motherfucker, to tell them goddamn Africans, we gonna build this shit, and you gonna give us this and give us that, or we ain't building shit. Now 100 years later, the goddamn Chinaman is out there. China is out there building up Africa. An idea that came from Marcus Messiah Garvey. Stupid niggas. Hey, you talking about I make it relevant, I make it plain. I tell you what it is, morning, noon, and night. Man, sunrise to sunset to midnight. Man, we don't give a fuck. We about this truth here. So this is the Prince Pierre 9.5 live show, better known as the Game Show, where we stand on the G code, which is the truth code, where we stay on Acolyte, where and we stand on game first around here. We game first, baby. You know what I'm saying? We game first up in this bitch. We ain't playing with you niggas over here. We're not giving a hot diggity that. And this ain't no anti-woman message. Say, I ain't coming here talking down no. I'm talking about the situation. I'm not tripping on the Viola Davis and the actors and actors in the movie. That's a job for them. They get paid to act. Now, should they, could they just told the truth? Yes. That's all they had to do was just tell the goddamn truth. The whole nothing but the truth. Fuck it. Don't try to paint the narrative that the black woman is God and all this old bullshit. No, the black women in that situation was doing some fuck shit. You know, they was slavers that was going to enslave. That's hell. What Django say? Django Unchained, the worst nigga you can ever be is a slave. You gonna come out of damn slavery and go be a slave? You know, that's what Django was playing when he went over there to Calvin Candy's house. He was playing a slaver. You know, he was supposed to be, pretty much the Angelo Dundee. Well, I'm gonna say the Emmanuel Stewart. Yeah, the Emmanuel Stewart. If you don't know what Emmanuel Stewart is, Emmanuel Stewart is the one that runs the late great Emmanuel Stewart ran a thing called the Crunch Gym. But he's known as one of the greatest trainers in the game. Just give you equivalency, So he was a slave, right? Django. But that's basically all what's the name part was. She was just a slave. She was just a wrangler. That's what she was. Yeah, she was a wrangler. She was going around and putting that noose and hog tying you and cow tying your ass and bringing your ass back to Jizzo so Jizzo can goddamn me, fatten you up a little bit and send your goddamn ass to the Portuguese. Yeah, that's what they want. Goddamn niggas make me sick, boy. Y'all want to paint these goddamn whole ass narratives on the TV. Man, you don't get out of here. You think I'm gonna go sit in the movie and watch this bullshit? You think I've been going there and watch American women goddamn make a farce of history? You think I'm gonna go in there and send that motherfucking pay them whole ass niggas 11 motherfucking hard on them all goddamn trucking dollars and sit down there and eat some popcorn to watch this whole shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you some reasons why the game show host wasn't interested in the woman king at all. See, I'm not interested in the woman king. I'm interested in giving you the truth of the Hamid tribe. Nigga, fuck them hoes. We're gonna talk about the king, nigga. We're gonna talk about the king. We ain't talking about the women, nigga. Women was following the instructions of the pimpin'. Following the instructions of the king, nigga. So yeah, you want to come out? We want to talk down some men? Yeah. We gonna go in there. The patriarchy was goddamn me putting them hoes to work, nigga. What you talking about? Man was telling them hoes what to goddamn do. Fuck you on. You women ain't running shit now. You don't run shit now. Acting like y'all was running the honey. You wasn't running shit. You was doing what the fuck you told. Because if you didn't go kill, you was gonna be on that plantation, or you was gonna be a Portuguese slave. Or now you was gonna get shipped on the boat by the Portuguese to America. You was gonna be a Johnson, a Butler, or a Williams. Man, I don't want to hear this bullshit. You was come to be part of Big Daddy Calvin Candy plantation. Stop playing with me and quit lying. I don't know what is going on, but why we want to romance damnation of black folks in the African nation and melanin people. You got me fucked up with this game. You got me fucked up in this game. You understand? What that means is you got me fucked up. Think I'm gonna sit up here and paint a narrative. Now, about to do my research before I went on that show that day. I didn't say anything crazy. I just said when I was on Ism show, I said, man, I'm not interested in the movie. People kind of, talked about it, but they didn't get to it. They didn't get to it. They didn't really break it down. But what I do, when I'm a guest on your show, I'm a guest. And I'm already thinking in the back of my mind, that's a show for me. So I am not ever going to nobody's house and giving them the show. I don't give the game show there. I just give Prince Pierre tidbits of the game show over there. I'm not gonna give you some tidbits. I play dumb like a motherfucker on the platform. I come over here in my house. I'm gonna be the smartest nigga in there. I ain't gotta be the smart nigga over there. I gotta be the smart nigga in this house. This is my house. I gotta be the smart nigga in here. But about Google and shit, I had to go. I had to go buy no books. I had to go find the credible resource. And you see, it's the Smithsonian Magazine, Smithsonian Institute, and then and this narrative here, white folks is gonna stand on the game. It's like, yeah, we're gonna tell the truth on this shit. Now in the movie, no, they're not gonna do it on the screen. Because they didn't want, because America don't want liberals. Do not, because the liberals don't want to pay a negative image of the black woman. I'm not gonna put a negative image on them women. They was enslaved. We're not gonna hold them accountable for being enslaved by Jizzo. Jizzo need to be held accountable. He was the fuck boy. We're going to be real with him. So this was not going to be, they thought I would come here and shit on the black woman. I shit on y'all ass. You co-signing that fuck shit. And I went on and invited motherfuckers, man. These type of shows, I want niggas to come here and fuck with me and debate me on it. But you ain't gonna come over here and fuck with me. I'm too cold. And I don't disrespect you. But I'm too cold, man, to come in. You ain't gonna come over here fucking with me. You ain't gonna come over here and get on my panel. And I ain't gonna let you sell no bullshit narrative in here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't the truth is bullshit. Nigga, I'll fact check you while you talking, nigga. Hell, and go find the truth. It ain't take me long. All you gotta do is ask Google the question. True story behind the woman king. That's all I put there. It's real simple. Yeah, Google is cheap. It is. But I ain't got, I gotta go. Hey, I still gotta go Google to find the book. If I want to read about it, I gotta go find the book. Shit. But I'm getting, 3-4 different perspectives about 3-4 historians. So all you can do is just add it up. And we know that everybody knows that the movie is painting a narrative. It's painting a narrative. They telling some true events, but they paint a narrative like they are freedom fighters. No, there was not. They wasn't freedom fighters. You can't run that $2 game on me, nigga. Hell you talking about? Nigga, they was enslaved. They was go fight. They was going to enslave. They was going to dominate a motherfucker to enslave them. They were dominated. They wasn't in power. They were dominated. Let's keep going. Yeah, keep going. So, yeah. So they were saying like portraying Alana through the Nagana action as critics of the slave trade makes for a nice story. Do I think it's historically accurate? I'm skeptical. She adds that women are symbols of strength and power. But no, they're not. They're not no symbols of no strength and no damn power. I mean, they can whoop ass, but they're not whooping ass for a good cause. They were subservient, enslaved bitches that had no choice, or their asses were going to go to the Portuguese. They have a choice. So no, they were in servitude, subordinates, enslaved women that had to fight, so they wouldn't be. So they had to fight. So they had a little freedom, because the freedom they had freedom to go rape and pillage, which women don't rape, but that's metaphorically say rape and pillage and cut heads off of so-called the homies. No, the homies' enemies, not theirs. The homies. They wasn't killing white folks and shit, because their enemy is the homie. See, what would have made the story better if they trained up and then went back and they had a civil war against the bitches. Now, I'm going to keep reading because I ain't see the movie. It might have happened. Who knows? Then, yes, then you could say, yes, they showed some bravery and heart and all that, and they was trying to kill Jizzo, but I don't think they killed him. We're going to find out. Come on, man, that ain't no speaking no damn power, nigga. They got pimped on. Hey, you hoe ass niggas talking about. Nigga, the king said, bitch, get out there and go do my bitch. Hey, you hoe ass niggas talking about. And that's just the truth. It's crazy. But they still, under the patriarchy of the king, they are still players in the slave trade. Thank you. Yeah, you goddamn me covered it up. And it says here, Maria Bello, an actress and producer who co-wrote the story. The Woman King script is based on first learned about the Ajoya tribe, the Ajoya warriors, during the 2015 trip to Benny. Recognized the subject's cinematic appeal. She persuaded producer Kathleen Sullivan to find a studio willing to finance the project. Prince, Bethwood, and Davis joined the team soon after and was a constant push and fighting to convince people that we deserve a big budget, that we deserve to tell the story like it is. You know, you didn't tell the story like it is. That's a lie. You told the story like it is, it would have been a great movie. Oh, the song. If I had felt like they was really telling the story, and it was really, if they told the story, pumped it as these women was in servitude, they were forced to fight, I think everybody would have went out there and watched it. If they just told the true story and sold the truth and sold truth, I'd have watched that. Now, it would have been a bad reflection on black men a little bit, because then women would be like, well, nigga, you niggas gonna tell me to do wrong. Well, you don't tell people to do wrong. You understand? So, you know, that was wrong. But hey, he was working for his power. And then they was talking about, you know, it was green lighted because of the blockbuster success of the Black Panther. That's why they green lighted it. They thought they was gonna make, you know what I'm saying, almost $1 billion off the motherfucker, but no, it could have if they just told the truth. You know, they could have called the women the warriors of the homies. They could have just named it that. They could have named it so many things. And then when like the homie, who the fuck is the homie? People done the research and then they want to go see it. That should have been the warriors of the homie. That's all they had. And then they could have really told the story. And they could have taken the fake narrative at the end of it where they kind of revolted against Jizzo. That's what they should have done. That's obvious. I ain't seen the movie. You could have put that fictional part in there, and that would have made it okay. They got hoodwinked, they got bamboozled. And then it says and far Barcelona Hollywood has only ever framed Africa in stereotypical ways. Jahari Abizi, and I can't say these African names. I'm not African. I'm African American, but I'm not African, so I can't speak their lingo. And experts on African cinema at the University of Rio Grande Valley tells Miss Magazine that so-called the Woman King centered on African women and African history would generate a conversation. We have Black Panther things for that. Yeah, I mean, it does call. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I'm doing a show about it because you're telling bullshit. You painting the bullshit narrative. All they did was they painted the narrative that wasn't true. They tried to paint them as they were good women and all this. No, they were not. Shit, they wasn't good people. They was doing what they had to do. I mean, they was enslaved. So we can say that. They was enslaved, so they had to do what the colonizer wanted them to do. You know, it says the first record mention of the Ajoli dates to 1729. But the unit was prominently and formally, possibly formed even earlier, towards the beginning of the homies' existence, when King Ubada, Ubaba or something like that, Ubada, turned around. His reign was from 1645 to 1685. Created the crops of women, elephant hunters, alternately Hangbi, who briefly ruled as a regent following the death of her brother in the 18th century, may have introduced the women warriors as part of a place guard. Either way, the Ajoli reached their peak in the 19th century under Jizzo and formally incorporated them into the Dahomey army. Thanks to the king's ongoing wars, the Mommy's male population had dropped significantly, creating an opportunity for women to replace men on the battlefield. Perhaps then, as men, perhaps then of other African states, Dahomey was dedicated to warfare and slave raiding. Yeah, that's what they was doing. They was going to that bitch to enslave. So as I'm telling people, what's up, Auntie? I'm giving y'all the true history. What I'm telling you, Auntie, the characters in the Woman King were enslaved. They wasn't free. Jizzo gave them an offer they couldn't refuse. What that means? Well, you got a choice. Go out here and fight for the Dahomey people, but we need you. Or we would send your ass to the Portuguese. That was pretty much it. It says in the article that they was enslaved. I advise everybody to read the Smithsonian Magazine article. You know what I'm saying? Which is the true story of it. You know, I mean, I think everybody, you know, Prince Pierre know what Smithsonian is. I know you know, Auntie. You know, and yeah, and that's what they're saying. That's why I was on the show. I had no comment on it, and yeah, they were fucking with me. I don't. You can whoop my. I don't know. You can win that debate, but I come on my goddamn game show, and I'm gonna set the record. I'm gonna let the record know. I'm gonna let the record show. We're gonna show the record today. So no, I wasn't interested in the Woman King because I had in my soul, I knew it was a narrative. It's not. And I'm gonna be honest. It's not an anti-black woman. I'm not on the black women that played it. I'm not even shitting on the women that was part of the Georgia tribe. They were slaves. They were enslaved. They didn't have no damn choice. You know, over the years, you know, I don't want to hear that. They was enslaved. They go conquer some women, bring them back. Your women got a choice. You know, they bring some back. You had a choice to be. Because I'm gonna go back and show you. I'm gonna go highlight it. Because this was a choice. Let me go back and find it. Read it for you and let you read it. Gotta learn how to highlight too on this thing. Let me find it. Let me go up. Yeah, it's right up in here. So, women enslaved in colonies, the truth to prove. Yeah. I ain't talking about Hollywood, so that ain't it. But it even says they ain't have a choice. Oh, here it go, right here. Right here in this stanza where it say, through the majority of individuals taken prisoner by Dahomey were enslaved abroad, and not insignificant number remain in the kingdom, where they served on the royal farms and in the army or at the palace. So when the Adoji tribe go over there to a tribe and conquer them, they bring their ass and turn them into prisoners of war. They bring them back. You had a choice. Some of them was gonna be going to the Portuguese. Some of them was going to work on the palm oil fields, and some of them was going to join the army, or they was going to work as servants, you know what I'm saying, at the palace. Yeah, that's what Jizzo was doing. Fuck out of here, man. So, what I'm saying is, the narrative that they're painting is they was fighting for freedom for those. They was fighting for freedom. Freedom for what? And then he even come back and says that the character of Viola Davis was bringing them back so they could work on the plantation. She didn't want them to go to the Portuguese, but she didn't give a damn. She didn't want white supremacy to have the prisoners of war. She wanted the Homeland supremacy to have the prisoners of war. Oh, you see how word played that real good? Yeah, they didn't want white supremacy to get them, but they sure wanted. They didn't have no problem. She had no problem with the Homeland supremacy. Oh yeah, the equivalent to the white supremacy. The fuck out of here. I had to go back and show you that. So we're going back to the relevancy. I already read, the producers, and how the one producer, how they came with the film in 2015. She goes over there to Benin, which is currently the name of the former name of the homie. And then she said how they pitched this around 2019. Share and subscribe to this goddamn show, man. This is one of the best shows I ever done. Shit. I love doing historical content shows. Shit, nigga. I love going there and debunking the bullshit. As I sit back and chill and watch all them other niggas, they, no diss to them, but they were like, it ain't true. Well, why it ain't true, nigga? Tell the damn story. You just sit in the movie and you like, that ain't it. Well, you gotta go find why it ain't it. If you gonna sit in that damn movie, you need to go find why it ain't it. I ain't went and sit in the damn movie. I found out why it wasn't it. Yeah, because I'm not putting my money on no shit like that. I ain't dissing nobody that did. If you just want to go see a movie, so you could just see, I ain't knocking nobody that saw. I'm just talking about Prince Pierre person. I didn't feel it. I saw the trailer back in June, and I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, something ain't right about this. And he's wrong, because it was, let's be honest, it was true. It just painted a narrative. The women going there whooping ass was true. Okay? But it was a narrative they played. They tried to play them, they were freedom fighters. Now, in Black Panther, no, it's nowhere near that. Black Panther is a physical, is Marvel, and the Black Panther's old. Let me get into that. Now, I'm not fucking with Wakanda. I'm not fucking with it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now why I ain't fucking with Wakanda forever. Because the narrative, when Chadwick Boseman died, you remember the first Black Panther. Killmonger said, T'Challa told him, man, we you know what I'm saying, bring back, but I don't want to be a slave. That's what he said. But it went off when he said that, when he made that pearl, they could have easily brought that back if they ain't goddamn Killmonger, the goddamn man. Because he could have died, but hell, he could still gave him the juice and shit that he drunk and shit when he was in that ice up there, the big man. And then he could have goddamn did it. So I'm not with Black Panther. I'm not with Wakanda forever. I go to Black Panther because I could have Killmonger. But I'm not fucking with this goddamn new shit. Now, because it's black on it, you can't. I'm gonna tell you something, Hollywood. Because you put some niggas on the screen, don't mean I'm gonna support it. What you talking about? What are you talking about, you damn ass nigga? So let's keep it moving. But yeah, Jason McGlass said it was a prequel, but it ain't. He's trying to say it's all false. It ain't all false. It's just they paint a narrative. Now, it's a narrative they paint. Yeah, they talking about who were they. Let me move around on that. Let me see, they got another one. before I get out of here. So I might need to read this though. Might well read it. Been reading it wholly anyway. So they're saying, who are the, I can't say the words, I'll just say Ajayi. Who are the Ajayi warriors? And I kind of read this earlier. So I read that already. They was established in 1729 by King Ubaga. He reigned in 1645 to 1685. Created the women called the Elephant Hunters. Alternatively, Hangi, who briefly ruled as a regent following the death of her brother in the early 18th century. So basically, this is what they did. This is what they did. What they did was they took truths and placed them in wrong places. See, what they did was they went in 1929, right? But what's the name came in the late 1700s, 1800s, which was the character, which the character Nasika character is not a true character. It's not the person. You know what I'm saying? So, but those names are the Hami names, so they got the names right. So pretty much the Maria chick, she went over there, done her research, got all the names and shit, and they probably couldn't find out who the woman was that was training. Probably wasn't a woman training. Probably was but they made a woman general though. I believe they did that just for game. But and then they turn around now they using like say Hobby, what I'm saying, which was a woman, and she reigned for a short period of time. She was a queen, what I'm saying? And 18th century, and have introduced women warriors as part of her palace guard, which is like the Wakandan women, what I'm saying? And then either way, the Aji tribe peaked. He did the job, man. Sorry. Boom. T. Yeah, it's all facts, man. I'm done with the game. Shit, this is the game show. I know I do that cowboy content. Y'all niggas don't be fucking with it, but I'll be, I'm gonna have a good one tonight, later this week. But at the end of the day, man, as I'm telling this story, I'm just giving you the truth. I just went and found the shit, because I was listening to what provoked me to find it. I was on Discord, and they was talking about it, but they really wasn't talking about it. I was like, look, gaps and shit, y'all talking about it. So I went to sleep. I got up this morning and I Googled this shit up. Well, I did the show and I Googled it up, man, and I just told them shit. And I just found this shit, and I read 2 or 3 articles, and I found this article. And I said, this is the one I want. I could find some other articles, ain't nothing but bullshit, narrative painting. I don't want no narrative painting. Now, this article, is it painting a narrative? Yes, it's a narrative painting. It's white folks, you know what I'm saying, trying to let you. Yes, we was it was some black folks. It was Africans involved in the slave trade. Okay, white man. All right, you still came to them niggas and offered and say, I want niggas. You still came over there and called. You know what I'm saying? You're not exonerated from the shit. You still went over there and met Mr. King Jizzo, and got them Jizzo, had them niggas over there working. And he said, and the Portuguese say, I want them niggas. And goddamn Jizzo say, what you want for them niggas? Oh shit, what you gonna give me for them niggas? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, we can do some business. So at the end of the day, the cracker still came over there and introduced the game and put that fucking devilish idea in Jizzo's head. Because he just didn't offer these niggas up. They came over there, that's what them, they come to West Africa, and that's what they used to come over there and do, is try to bar the deal. That was the first thing they was doing, try to bar the deal. Then they started, and some of them, they wouldn't do business, so they started kidnapping. They probably come over there, peace offerings, bringing the rum and they crumpets and tea and all that old shit. Come on over there and eat the dope with them. Eat the diamond rice with them niggas. And goddamn me run that too and have a convention, baby. Have a business meeting. You know how white folks do it now. They take you to the strip club and shit. They go over there and white folks over there watching. the African traditional dances, they clap their hands, yeah, act like everything good. And at the end of the day, so yeah, man, we think you're ready to get on out of here. But hold on, by the way. I see some folks you got over there. Who are them? Oh, that's just the prisoners of war, man. That's the enemy. That's That's the Yuba. The Yuba. What's wrong with the Yuba, man? We don't. Oh, we with you. Yuba, we walk with them. Yes, we walk with them. So you're your enemies. Yeah. Well, you know what they say, your enemy, we ain't your enemy, but we can be your friend. We can take the enemy off your hands. So they not polluting your land, You don't want them on your land. They can backstab you. And, you're kind of right. They might do some fuck shit, come and throw something. They might try to, rebel, okay? Well, what you want for them niggas, Yeah, what you want for them niggas? What you want for? Oh, let me put this picture up there. Hold on. What you want for them niggas? What you want for them niggas, man? Yeah, what you want for them niggas over there? Yeah, man, I got good niggas. Them niggas over there working that plant tastes like a motherfucker, man. Yeah. What about them women? Oh, no, you can't have the women. Nah, I gotta keep my women. Yeah, I gotta keep them. They put them on. How about the men over there? We don't want them. Yeah, we don't want some of the men over there. I see. I don't want some of them. All right, man. We gonna think. How you gonna keep coming back through? Well, we got a boat, man. We got another boat coming on down. Every 60 days, we got a boat coming through. We got a boat coming through how many days? Now, probably over there, they'd be saying, what, 8 moons? Yeah, that's all. Oh, yeah, 8 moons? Yeah, 8 moons. Yeah, 8 moons. Yeah, 8 moons. Okay, 8 moons. Okay, 8 moons. You got the quarter moon, full moon, a quarter moon, all the moons, right? So, yeah, the 8 moons. I'll get back 8 moons. Oh, 8 moons. Okay. Well, every 8 moons, we do some betting. That's what y'all talking about. Yeah. We gonna do some betting with this Portuguese. All right. And that's how they started. They have a little imagination. I ain't trying to make joke of that, but you gotta goddamn me role play a little bit. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the Hungry tribe, man. Yeah, so that's what they said. So the narrative they painted, they saying that she's hungry. That she's basically, now she is hungry. Why is the name hungry? They just name her that. Why does the name her hungry? They could have gave her the real name. You know what I'm saying? But they were still painting a narrative. You know what I'm saying? I give you a perfect example of a show that's doing a dramatization. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you that in a little bit. So, it's not relevant. It's modern day. And it's fun. It's a fun parody. I think y'all know what I'm talking about if you've done your research, And then, perhaps, in the other African state, the dedicated warfare and slave race. So that's what they did. So they got the Adoya tribe to go over there and goddamn invade, you know what I'm saying, their enemies. You know what I'm saying? To enslave them. And like it said in the thing, enslave them for what? If they bringing them back, if they don't want to sell them to the Portuguese, either they're going to put them on the plantations for the palm oil, they're going to put them in the army, you know what I'm saying? Or they're going to work as servants at the palace. And that's 3 things, right? What it say? Yeah. So either you're going to the Portuguese, either you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, working on the plantation, or you're going to be in the army, or you're going to be in servitude at the palace. So you had 4 choices, nigga. Yeah, you talking about, but you had to pick one. You probably couldn't pick one. I'm just being funny, but yeah, you had a choice. I cook. Shit, I'll be a cook, goddammit. I ain't gonna be shit. Freedom of death. I'll be a cook, goddammit. Oh shit, I don't want to fight no. I'm cooking. I'm gonna be Gordon Ramsay in this motherfucker. Shit, I'm gonna be Gordon Ramsay in this motherfucker. Shit, I'm gonna eat bird go around me, man. I don't know who the Black Chef is, so shit, I don't know their name. But shit, hell, I'm gonna be Skip Baylor brother. I'm gonna be Rick Baylor. Shit. I'm gonna be goddamn Wilson up this motherfucker. Shit. I'm gonna be Emerald up this motherfucker. Shit. I got that bitch. I got the Black Hall of Fame. Goddamn. I got me a Rachel Ray up in this kitchen, man. I got me. I'm gonna be Rachel Ray, bitch, you know. That's what they gonna be, goddamn hell. And some of them bitches like, I'll go whoop some ass. Shit, I'll go kill me some nigga. Hell. But hey, what the hell? I can eat good. When I come back, I can eat and drink and fuck and do all kind of shit. When I'm a warrior shit, they gonna feed me and let me do everything. Yeah, I can go over there and goddamn rape and maim and do every goddamn thing. You know? Shit. Some of them niggas stink, hell. And then you got the other niggas, he got to go do the plantation. That's motherfuckers either going to Portuguese or plantation. Them niggas going to plantation. So sometimes they put them niggas on the Portuguese, they put them niggas on the palm plantation to see how fast they can pimp their palm seeds or whatever. And they pimp them fast, they got oh shit, we got us a bad pick over here. Oh, we got us a bad pick. Jizzle. We got one. We got 25 bad picking niggas. Oh, goddamn. Oh, you call Portuguese right now. God damn it, get Portuguese or however they contact. God damn it, how many more moons we got? We got 2 moons, Jizzle. We got 2 moons, King. Jizzle. 2 more moons. I mean, we need to get paid. I need, okay, 2 moons. I need you, all right, bitches, get out there and go give me some more niggas. Go give me some more niggas. I got 25. I mean, I say 25. We're gonna be saying, I got 200. I got 200 palm picking niggas. Boy, I got 200 palm picking niggas for the butcher. And they're gonna come out there and they're gonna eat good, they're gonna party, they're gonna let them watch them. See how bad they pick. Yeah, you gotta give me a little bit more of them niggas out. Boy, my back crop of niggas. Yeah, what they doing over there? Shit, I'm just putting it to you, I'm making it plain today. Yeah, so they dedicated, slave traders move on down. They want to pump up the bullshit. So the Army Standing Army was an anomaly in and of itself, and mostly other African kingdoms disband their forces when not actively at war. See, the fact that the Georgi and their male counterparts wore uniforms also set them apart, establishing the Demonian military as an organized, highly visible fighting force. They're meant to have a public face, says Lazen. They wanted to be feared by their neighbors. They was a slave trading kingdom. Yes, like I said, oh yeah, the word there. He said I can get it up there. They said I ain't making up no word. Yeah, there you go right there. Yeah, man. The Homean supremacy. The Homean supremacy, baby. Yeah, it won't have the Homean supremacy. That's what. So when niggas start talking about I'm an African supremacist, nah, we can't co-sign you now. Yeah, niggas talking about I'm from African supremacist. No, you want to be just like the white man, so you want to enslave me. But we seeing some Africans, you understand me, which is the Dahomians, and they wasn't the only one, but there was some more. Okay, I go find some more if you want me to. But we just gonna stick on the narrative of the woman king, you know. And actually, you know, the name should have been the Warriors of the Homie. That's what they should have called it. Shit, dumbasses. And I think it would have put a lot of historical people in the context. I would have went and saw the movie. You put that on that bitch and you call it the Homie. What the fuck are them? That made everybody do that. Oh shit. People would have ran to that. That's a car wreck, nigga. And then just left it at that, and then paying a little bit of the narrative you paying, and then when you went and saw it and you realized that they was enslaved, you know, shit, and you realized that they really was going through some shit, that would have been a better story. It would have made $700, it would have made $1 billion. Let's get to the game. By them patenting false narrative cost them their money. you told the butt naked truth, you could dramatize it a little bit. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna say it again. The fakes you could have put in is that the Jola Warriors start wanting to get Jizzo, and they end up basically getting themselves killed and shit. That would have made more sense now. Now I think they, they end up getting, pocket down the line and shit. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker Africa wasn't fucking with them. They so we know what happened to them. Africa got them getting their ass. Shit, so and goddamn got rid of that goddamn shit and made them motherfuckers raise up out of there with that bullshit. So Africa took care of that ass. So white folks had to take care of them. Because they didn't have to change their names. So they got conquered, so they had to change their name. And goddamn it, and then goddamn Africans got in that ass. Africans took care of everybody, took care of their business. I give them that. We're gonna always tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth over here. So let's get to it. So like these niggas was over here talking about. Okay. Then they said the other ranks included volunteers and force concepts like regiments were recruited from slaves. Again, they keep reiterating that. Some of them were captured at the earliest of 10 years of old. Also, the poor and the girl who were rebellious, and experts of colonial and post-colonial Nigeria. What's the woman's name? Talking about Terry Ajuja, which is an expert of colonial and post-colonial Nigeria at the University of Edinburgh in the 2018 Smithsonian Channel documentary series Epic Warrior Women, and where the woman king now ends up in the army after refusing to marry an elder tutor. I think I told some niggas early in the day, last night. I was talking to my man. I was talking to my old school cat named Ket. We call him Keflo Tay Dollar. Yeah. I said, nigga, you know what happened to them hoes, nigga. So, man, them hoes didn't want to reproduce. Them hoes didn't want to do right. And boom! I ain't read this shit after I had that conversation earlier last night. So I was calling the shit as what that's happening about this thing off the top of my dome. But that's what they think. That's what one of them said. So we said, yeah, wouldn't do right. Wouldn't marry a suitor. So he went back to Jizzo, King Jizzo, and say, that goddamn bitch don't want to be my wife. The goddamn Jizzo said, what? You don't want to do the natural order of the game? Bring that bitch to me. Bring that bitch to me. Hey, bitch. You don't want to marry Jufar. Jufar is a good bitch, man. You don't want to be a wife of Jufar? No. I don't like Jufar. I just making up a name, Jufar, just for entertainment value. I don't like him. He ugly. He fat. He stank. Well, goddamn. You don't want to marry Jufar? Well, I got something for you. No offense, Jufar. I will send you out to go kill the enemies that look like Jafar. You're ready to go kill the enemies that look like Jafar. And she's looking like, do I gotta marry him? No. Like Big Daddy. Like Big Daddy. You ain't get that laugh, boy. No. You ain't gotta marry. We'll send your ass out there. We'll send your ass out there. And you go do my bit. You go bring me. You go bring me. You go bring enemies of Joseph back. That's what you do, bitch. We're not gonna play with you, nigga. We're not gonna play with you, niggas, man. Hold on. Let me go back. I got that ass and tell you shit. Go back. Shit, you damn nigga. You damn nigga. So, let me go on and get back to it. Yeah, the shofar.
So yeah, that's why I told nigga last night. I said, shit, them women don't want to do right by the game. They don't want to procreate. You know what I'm saying? They can't reproduce. Cause I didn't know they was a slave at the time, so I didn't know. So I was like, you know, and nigga said, the nigga said, you already know prison bitches they won't do right by the game. You know what I'm saying? So that one bitch they won't do right by the game. And they said that bitch to the Ajay tribe. Bitch, you go bad. You don't like men. You was the first ever, you know what I'm saying, LBGTQ. So they seen the lesbian out there. Yeah, they said he probably said, do you like men? I don't like this man. That's one of my best men. That's one of my men. You don't like him. I believe you don't like men. I think you like women. So we're gonna tell you out there to kill some men. Go join the Jaya General number. Get ready. Oh, I love history shit. I goddamn have fun with it. Now, so that's what they said. So let me go back. Yeah, they said, yeah, elder. So she wasn't married to elder. So they came down and they said all of the Hamid women warriors were all considered Ashashi or wives of the king. Order I said earlier in this line that king, let me go and put him back up, you know. I ain't gonna pull up the fake character. I'm gonna pull up the little old character they got, you know, painted. Yeah, he was pimping. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was getting this King Solomon on. Yeah, he was pimping. He said they were all considered wives. They lived in the royal palace alongside the king and his other wives, inhabiting a large woman-dominant space. See? Now, we know in the movie, they didn't say that, did they? They made them women like they were undesirable. But under the historical context, they said that all the women was wives, pretty much the wives of King Jesse. So they had benefits. So now let's go. Let's rewind. You're a woman slave. He gave propositions they couldn't refuse. So they get to eat the raw food and eat the bad food, live in the palace. All they gotta do is go train, you know what I'm saying, little hours a day. They come on back and eat good, you know. And when you wives, they weren't wives, they were concubines. Okay? But they would say, because they was considered as wives. So a concubine could be considered as a wife somewhat. But they were concubines. So that means they got their fuck on. So they was over there, but guess what they were doing? They were fucking on them Portuguese boys. Oh yeah, them Portuguese boys were coming down, getting some of that. I tried that pussy. Oh, them Portuguese boys were coming down there, fucking real good. Boy, they put that little short pee all up in there, the judge. But look at this pimping. Boy, goddamn, I ain't giving him credit. He was on some fuck shit, but you know, this was some pimping, okay? Cause he had them hoes go out there and do his bidding, coming back with it. You know, and then they'll go out there and entertain the guests, which is Portuguese. You know, you go on and take them on down there and put them in the milk bath, and you know, and you know, put the little juice and berries on their little scars, and put their little nice little thing. They go out there and do the tribal, you know, do the tribal dance. They do the warrior dances. They all do that. They do the warrior dances. And he's out there. You know, yeah. So they went out there and they were doing their damn thing. You know, they were doing their damn thing. You know, they were doing this. They were doing this. Yeah, they were doing this, man. You know, I'm gonna show you what they were doing. You know, yeah, I'm sure what they were doing, man, you know. Yeah, let me see, can I find it? Yeah, they're going out there getting their shit on, man. You know, they were going out there getting their shit on. You know, me find it. I'm gonna see if I got it. He might not have it. I don't know what they call that motherfucker. But I want to find it just to give you an example. Oh, shit, let me go back now. I don't want to come to America. Dancing ceremony. That's what we want. Yeah. American dancing scene. We're gonna show this. Oh yeah, we finna show this motherfucker. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Hold on. You goddamn get it. Alright, so let's go back to the goddamn stream yard and share that goddamn screen. This is what these hoes doing, nigga. Yeah, this is what they were doing out here, nigga. Yeah, we gotta go and put the fair use up right quick. So let's get that ready so they fuck with me. Fair use, bitch. Yes, we use for entertainment purposes only, motherfucker. Let me put that out there too. Yeah. Yeah, man, them goddamn niggas will run around that motherfucker. You know. Yeah. You know. Hold on right quick. I gotta set this shit up. You know, we gotta fix it, you know. Hey, what the leg break? You know what I'm saying? We gotta fix it as you flying sometimes. Yeah. For entertainment purposes only. Oh, yeah. Entertainment purposes only. Let's go to the show. Here it go, motherfucker. Here it go. That ain't bullshit. You gonna play the bitch? Shit, man. Get to it. Oh, God damn. Yeah, I want to do the whole shit today. Play the goddamn shit hard ass. You ain't doing the plan some shit up.
It's a money, a Z.
Yeah, this is what the Adola trial was doing when the Portuguese was coming down. Yeah! Yeah, this right here, this right here get a nigga, dick hard. I mean, you see these hoes coming. Yeah, that's what they were doing, the warrior dance. That's Portuguese that was sitting there that's waiting. That's what the Adola trial was doing because they were concubines, so they had to go out there and shake that ass, you know what I'm saying? So them goddamn Portuguese dick get hard, so they can goddamn eat, yeah, so they can fuck on them, you know? Yeah, they was entertaining that slave. Yeah. Damn, so showing that relevancy to you niggas ass. Yeah, that's what they was doing. Yeah, this, you know, now this down they doing this with love, with grace, you know, paying homage to the women getting married and shit. But you know, like the women that want to get married to so far, yeah, they had to go and got them sent on out there to war. But she had to go on to be a dancer. You know, had to go and do the warrior dance. Now you're in number 2 minutes. Fair use, for entertainment purposes on. I'm fucking up. Hold on. Play the whole thing now. We ain't gonna do that cutting down. Let's go, ho. Yeah. That's what the dollar was doing, man, when they came back. Cause they was the concubine. Yeah. They was the concubine, nigga. Yeah, we done. Yeah, we done. Yeah. Stop sharing. All right, now. Go back. Yeah, we had a good little time. Yeah, good little time. Little entertainment value for you niggas. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't got to do that. Yeah. 10 purposes only, YouTube. You ain't finna fuck me like you did me last time. So, no, yeah. So, everything else good. So, let's go back to sharing screen again. Go back to the article. Now, and we finna get ready to get done with this motherfucker. Now, yeah, them motherfucking white folk. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Because we just read it. You know, we just read it, right? So we done read it. They was over there, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And then hmm they lived in the royal palace. You know what I'm saying? With the other wives inhabiting the large women dominated space, aside the eunuchs and the kings itself. No men were allowed in the palace after sunset. But come on, yes. But when they had their parties and shit, the Portuguese, the enslavers, the motherfuckers that finna do some business, they want some pussy, they got some. You got entertainment. Like a strip club. You remember what what's his name said? On the Players Club. And he brought in Monica Calhoun up in there, her character. And he said, yeah, in Africa, man, they was over there dancing. This tripping go all the way back. I find that clip, boy. I play that one for you too. Shit. But yeah, I might find it a little bit later. Shit, yeah, motherfucker. Shit. That's what they were doing. Shit, come on, man. It be 100, man. Put your game hat on, nigga. Put your game hat on. Yeah. And then as a partner told Smithsonian Magazine in 2011, the Ajola was considered the king's third class wife. Concubines. 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 Nigga. Them concubines. Nigga. Shit. Hoes. Nigga. Now, let's move on. And were typically didn't share his bed or bear no, they got to go whoop ass. But they did some fucking. They just made sure them goddamn white boys, they did something. They did some fucking now. They just wasn't doing nothing. They wasn't gonna get pregnant. They knew what to do. They go out there and take the hoes and stick something up in them and clean them up real good when they get done. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't have or bear children. So he didn't fuck them. So he was pimping, And because they were married to the king, they were restricted for having sex with any other men. Although agree which this celibacy was enforced is subject to debate. Right, we can't believe that. In addition to enjoying privileges, status, and warriors had access to a steady supply of tobacco and alcohol, and they also had enslaved servants of their own. So if they had enslaved servants on their own, we think they were doing with them enslaved servants. Come on, man. That's why I said that's subject to debate. Come on. We can't believe that. All right, they want to do some fucking. Them hoes want to bust a nut. Come on. And to become Anajola, recruits underwent extensive training, including exercise designed to harden them to bloodshed. Yeah, take the femininity out of them. 1980 and 1889, the French naval officer witnessed Nasika, who was inspired the name of the Davis character on the team, a teenager who had not yet killed anyone, easily passed the test of wills, walking up to a condemned prisoner, and she reportedly swung the sword 3 times with both hands, then calmly cut the last flesh of the attached head to the trunk. Then she squeezed the blood off her weapon and swallowed it. So I had to make a warrior. So they had that's what they do over there in Africa, boy. They call that sacrifice. So if you sacrifice, her first ever kill. So that was a sacrifice. So she had to go on and goddamn me taste the blood of death, taste the blood of murder. Yeah, that's what they do over there. Now, and coming from the training involved mock assaults that found the recruits scrambling across towering walls of a colored thorns. In those words of the British travelers who examined the barriers, I could not persuade myself that any human being without boots or shoes would, under any circumstances, attempt to pass over such a Davidson collection of the most efficiently armed plants I had ever seen. The warriors bore their pain without complaint, and the bravest among them received arcilla thorn belts, marking their stoicism. Yeah, so they basically, they wore a thorn belt, let them know, okay, you pain, pain and fatigue make a coward out of all people. So you got to be able to goddamn fight through the pain. So no pain, no gain. So there, the Georgia divisions consisted of 5 branches: the blunderers and the archery women, the elephant hunters, the musketeers, the razor women, and the archers. Surprising, the enemy was the most important. Warriors snuck up on villages at before dawn, taking captives and decapitating those who resisted. Though European accounts of the Ajoya vary widely, they this was indisputable. Is their constantly outstanding performance in combat, wrote by the Amazons of the Black Sparta. You know, uh, with the rest of the Demonian army, the Homian army, these women warriors were the scourge of terror of the whole surrounding country, always at war and generally victorious, as an American missionary later recounted. So basically, Woman King, far as the fighting scenes and far as the warrior situations, they're not lying. The key to the movie is the narrative. They're trying to paint them as like they were freedom fighters, and they were not. They were enslavers, nigga. They was coming to goddamn capture your motherfucking ass, and you did not go willingly, which you ain't supposed to. You know, freedom of death. And them guys got the head beheaded, they chose death. They chose freedom of death. And they chose death and they get enslaved by women. So they turned around and goddamn me enslaved, period. But turned around and goddamn me, and the motherfuckers went on. And the homies' military dominance started in Wayne in the second half of the 19th century, when its army reportedly failed to capture Aduka, a well-fortified Igbo capital in what is now southwest Nigeria. In 1851 battle with the Igbo, who settled in the region following the decline of the Oya Empire, resulted in deaths of up to 2,000 Ajoyi. In 1864, King Galaxy, who succeeded Gezel a few years later, sought to avenge his father's defeat at Aboka, but was forced to retreat after an hour and a half of fighting. The Dahomean forces continued to target Indian tribes in the early 1890s, when war was when war was when war with the French threatened the kingdom's very existence. It says Dahomey encounters with European colonizers had historical resolve mainly around the slave trade and religious missions. As a scramble for Africa ramped up, however, tensions between Dahomey and France escalated. In 1863, the French declared the neighboring kingdom of Porto Novo a colonial protectorate, angering Gelly, who considered Porto Novo a vessel of Dahomey. Gelly also clashed with the French over the port city of Cotonou. Then it come on down here, and as Larson articulates, the existence and dominance of the Dahomey women warriors upset the French understanding of gender roles and what women were supposed to do in a civilized society. The women flaunting their uh fertility, they fertility power. I can't say that word because I ain't seen it before. Uh Physical power and fearlessness was manipulated and corrupted as Europeans started to intercept it in their own context of what they felt society should be. She says, for the French, the Oja was simply more fuel for the civil
for the civilian mission, which sought to impose European idols on African countries. The first the first Franco-Dominion War began in February 20, 1890, just 2 months after the accession of Galilee's son Kundo, who took the name Bezine upon claiming their throne. On March 4th, the Dahomean army attacked the French at Kunanu, only to fall to the Europeans' vastly superior firepower. The Sikh of the teenage who left such an impression on the French officer Barrel in the previous year uh, decapitated the enemy's chief gunner, but died on the battlefield. Upon seeing his body, Barrel wrote that is that that a clever is carved blade engraved with fetish symbols was attached to her left wrist by a small cord, and her right hand was clenched around the barrel of the carbine covered with cowries. It says here, after facing a similar defeat at the Battle of Apartheid on April 20th, the Dahomey agreed to a peace treaty assessing the French control over Porto Novo and Cotonou. The lull in warfare lasts less than 2 years, and immediately period, the Behesian spent equipping his army with weapons of equal to or at least march with better match with. The French, according to Alpern, upon receiving news of the French declaration of war, the uh, the Homean king said, "The first time I was ignorant on how to make war, but now I know. If you want war, I'm ready. I would I wouldn't stop even if it lasted 100 years and killed 20,000 of my men." And it says here, the demise when they had to go and get back to men on the battlefield and shit. After that, and then it says the Beheathen proved truly to his word. Over the course of 7 weeks in the fall of 1892, the Dahomey army fought valiantly to repel the French. The Georgia participated in 23 separate engagements during that short time span, earning their enemies respect for their valor and their dedication to the cause. And one Marine noted, "Neither the cannons nor the canister shot nor the salvo fire stopped them. It is really strange to see women so well led, so well disciplined through forces disagree on the number of women warriors who fought in the second Franco Dominion War. Apparently, cites it was 12 to 2,500 are as likely range as the village of Otteron on October 6th. The Georgians suffered arguably their worst loss yet, with just 17 soldiers remaining from the initial force of 434. The brothers and brother Sagabo Gali, who lived until the 1970s, told a local historian that the battle brought a moment of clarity for the homies' quarters, who now realized that inevitable of their kingdom's destruction, the Dahomean army was made a final stand at Cana in early November. The last day of fighting reported a French Marine colonel was one of the most murderous of the entire war, beginning with the dramatic entrance of the last Amazons and well as the elephant hunters who
whose special assignment was to direct their fire at the officers. French officially seized the Dahomey capital of Amin on November 17th. Between 2,000 and 4,000 Minion soldiers, the Dahomean soldiers, included both men and women, died during the 7-week war, and roughly 1,200 Ajayi in fighting shape at the beginning of the war. Just 50 or 60 remained ready for battle by its end. Comparatively, the French side lost 52 Europeans and 33 Africans on the battlefield. After the war, some of the surviving Ajoye followed Beijing in exile in the Martinique, or served his brother, a puppet king installed by the French. Others tried to renew society to varying degrees of success. Still others toured Europe and the United States, performing dances and battlefield reenactments. Boom. See how I be before this bitch? Yeah, nigga, that's why I play that motherfucking beat ceremony, dance and ceremonies and shit. Yeah, that's what they end up doing. And living exhibitions, and they play in racist stereotypes of African people. And it says at the 1893 World Columbian Exposition in Chicago, visitors to the Dahomey village were welcomed by a pair of juxtaposed paintings and a Joya holding up an enemy served head and a white colonizer raising his helmet. You have the parallel images of what was considered a barbaric and what the civilizers were here to correct. Says listen to you. I think that's pretty much it. And said later that year, the economics of who doing native Benin who research pretty much got the whiff of what we wanted. Then they at the end, and then it says now with the it said now we the lone surviving alone who were in the battlefield experience died in 1979, was well over 100 years old. The Doji traditions continued long after the Dahomey's fall, with descendants of the warrior women sharing stories about their formidable ancestors and participating in religious rituals. When actress Lapita visited Benin in 2019, she met a woman identified by locals as an Ajayi who's been trained by older warriors as a child and kept hidden within a palace for decades. Then they were talking about it, so they're bringing it up to date. So that's pretty much it. It's bringing it up to date. I pretty much got the gist. I'll read the last part because it's over. It says speaking with history.com. It says the Watacoin, the Watakion or whatever, emphasizes the central role played by women in the Dahomey society. When we push back against colonists and misconception and embrace the culture of the gender equality that was thriving in Benin and place like it before colonization, he says, it is a way to embrace the legacy of the exceptional group of African female leaders that European histories tried hard to erase. So so at the end of the day, so we pretty much know that the Woman King is telling a story in the 1700s. So what they didn't do, that's why I said they painted the damn narrative, is if you told the whole story, they really didn't goddamn me get out of the game until what? 1900. I mean, the 20th century. So they really told the story, and they told the story because ain't no way the hell that goddamn woman living to be that old. You know what I'm saying? So, and fighting that long. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real. You let me go on to the 1800s all the way to 1950, you know? So you ain't doing no shit like that. So, mid early 1800s. No, you ain't living to be no goddamn 107 years old fighting. So we know that ain't it. The problem with the story, you had a chance to tell a story. You didn't tell it properly. Because the white woman went over there. The damn what's her name? The damn Mariah chick. She went over there and she don't want to talk about the French. That's what's shade by here about white folk. Europeans is going white supremacy protects white supremacy. You know, America. No, French is one of the weak. So French got to win, huh? And one of their wins is against women. So they can whoop some women ass. You know, French loses a lot of war. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of their victories. Okay. And it took them a while to be. It took them 7 weeks, you know. And it was 434 of them, and it got down, you know, to 50 and 60. You know, but the main thing on the story, we can stop this. On the story is the narrative they painted. All you had to do was tell the goddamn story. If you told the story, it would have been an inspirational story for black women. You know, after the fact when they stopped the colonization and they kept the warriors and they just became part of the thing because it was in the 1900s, so slavery was gone. So, but the origin of the story of the Viola Davis story is they was in the colonizing business. They was going to go get niggas and shit. They was going to go get their enemies and turn them into slaves. As I read, they went and got them to be in the slave trade, or they was going to be on the palm oil plantation, or they was going to be in the army, or they was going to be servants in the palace. That was your 4 designations if you became a prisoner of war or conquered by the Dominion enforced, know what I'm saying, Adoya warrior army. Okay? So as we get ready to close this live down, but we gave you the historical context. Now it's time for me to get into my rant. You know what I'm saying? And let people know what's really going on. So, as I took my time, 3 hour live, but I do it longer than 2 hours when I'm talking about history. When I'm talking about relevant story. What the game show host did was gave you the historical context of the woman king, right? Which wasn't the woman king. Gave you the whole historical context. You know what I'm saying? Of that motherfucker, you know, of Jizzo's reign. Because that's what they're talking about with Jizzo reign. And then you end up finding out it was a queen, you know what I'm saying, named Nekbe that was in charge of the army. So her name wasn't, you know, and then they end up saying that Nasika, and later it wasn't Nasika, you know, and then she chopped off her head. So we know that she had to chop her head off. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, they're going to take the truth. Now, what did this say in the historical context of the black woman? Okay? The black woman will get out that motherfucker and she will fight. And she will get out that bitch and swing a motherfucking blade. But at the same damn time, you know, she's going to be desensitized to whatever her feminine wife, to her femininity. But we'll throw that out, you know. But I can't give them a badge or honor or nothing like that because they came out of some fuck shit. They had to become the whores. They became third wives. So basically they were mandingos. See, when you go to to America's slave trade, they had the mandingo. And what the mandingo would get, he would be able, he'd go out there and he'd fight, and then he would be able to get alcohol, get tobacco, you know what I'm saying, and he'd get a woman, and he'd eat the good food, eat the turkey leg, you know what I'm saying, you know, eat the prime of the pork, you know, which is the ham, you know what I'm saying, which is the pork chop, you know what I'm saying. He would get, you know what I'm saying, the prime of the chicken, you know what I'm saying. He would get, you know what I'm saying, the chicken fried steak, if they probably had that back then, you know. So he would eat steak, he would eat porterhouses and T-bones, you know, like they did. So the story and what you would learn, because see, they painted a narrative that they was fighting for freedom. At the end, they was fighting, but they was fighting the French for. Because the French was trying to colonize it. So actually, the narrative is told they misplaced time. They took the 20th century of Boogle warriors and tried to put them in the 18th century. You understand? And that's bullshit. That's what they do. So all that white woman did was go down now, and we're gonna look it up before we go, and look up the cast of characters before we get out of here. Hold up. And you know, that's what they do. Because they could have told the story. You know, it's time to check white folks. Because if you want to be in a post-racial society, you have to have a concept that you don't agree with what they did, but we're going to tell the story, and we're going to tell the damn truth. You know, we're not going to hide it no more. We're not going to do revision history, white folks. You don't want to never own up to what it, because you know you got to cut the check, right? So you always want to dodge it. That's why it would never be no healing in this country. But you don't give a fuck about healing in this country. Because now you got you with some new niggas coming in called the immigrants or the migrants now. And you're getting you a new fashion of niggas. You know, you're trying to get you a new voting block of the new niggas. Then you want to give them a white designation, so they ain't niggas. So you want to bring the Hispanics and the Latinos over here and the Asians, and you want to give them a white designation. But then you want to sit up there and give us a fake narrative. But damn, I mean, we that powerful that you want to give us a fake narrative on 6% of the population. Even if you told the truth, they don't like black women and black men is gonna unify like we supposed to. They ain't gonna do that. It'd have been some side eyes and shit, but at the end of the day, black women ain't you. What would have done? What would have done? You wouldn't want to be called African American no more. Let's get to it. You ain't gonna want to be called African American no more. Yeah, you be ready to be called Aboriginal. You know what I'm saying? You know, Aboriginal. You know, Alba-Colanian. Because when that was going on, wasn't no slavery going on. See, that's when I come on and I talk about Alba-Colon. See, Alba-Colon, Africa, wasn't no slavery going on. You know what I'm talking about? That when, you know, during the Kemet days, wasn't no slavery going on. During the Egyptian days, yes, because they got conquered by Europeans, which was the Romans, and also the Persians. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it was slavery going on then. That was slavery came into play. So as we sit up in this motherfucker, as you sit up in here and listen to me oratize this game on the game show that I do so well, that when you sit up in here, the white folks didn't want to paint a narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because all that, they told the story how it was true to us, it won't be no niggas talking about no Africa no more. It be niggas ready to go. Hate to say it, if they told the story, niggas been getting ready to go slaughter some indigenous Africans over here. Yes, they would have done it. So the white folks is like, we can't tell the truth. But see, white folks don't give a fuck about black on black crime. They act like they do, but they got a thing called the goddamn penal code, called the prison industrial complex. So if a nigga do anything to another nigga, they gonna want to lock you up and throw it away the motherfucking key. So they can go on and get that commissary money. They can go on and get that motherfucking telephone money. Yeah, and go on and get that getting out money. Yeah, watch movies for $5 a minute. 5 cents a minute. Yeah. So that's why they didn't really want to paint the narrative, man. They don't want to paint the narrative on you. They want to paint the narrative that they was fighting for freedom. They wasn't fighting for no goddamn freedom during the Viola Davis's character's time when she was standing next to the zoo. You wasn't over there with that motherfucker. That motherfucker was pimping. He had those women designated as third-class wives. You understand? But he wasn't fucking on them. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't allowed to do really no, and they wasn't really allowed to do no fornicating. But like I said, they had their own servants, so they had some men that they liked. They could have fornicated with them. You know. So the narrative. So you took a movie, a very excellent story, by the way, if you told it properly. But see, Hollywood don't want to tell shit properly. Like I said, I was gonna give you an example. Okay, let me show you some things before I get out of here, just for the context. Let me do my job, man. I'm tripping. I wanted to show you these two things before I go. Before I get out of here, I wanted to show you the cab of the Woman King. You know, the people. I just wanted to show you the pictures of these people. We know we got to blast their asses. You know, so yeah, I want to show you these people so you can see them. There you go. And let me take this off. And this is what these niggas do. So hold up. Let's see how they got it, because I got to find it. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Go back. I don't want that. They got the cast and shit. I want you to, yeah, dude. I don't want the cast. I want the director, the writer. Woman King. Here it go. There it go. So the director was the black woman right here. We'll pull up. And let me find images of it. Goddamn, get it. Y'all tripping today. On Google, you bullshit. That's her. And she's like a white woman and shit. Okay. Yeah, here she go. And then she go right there. That's the director that went in there and changed the narrative, right? That's the director. You can see that we don't need to do no up close of the bitch. We go back one more time. All right. And then they got the producer, which is this woman here. This is a woman that they read to see. She one that kind of inspired the movie, that wanted the movie to be made, painted that whole ass narrative, you know, like they always do. I mean, y'all can see her. That's her right there. She's the one that went over there in 2015 and did the research. When she went to Benin, you know, the modern day version, you know, quote, you know, Benin. That's the modern day name of the homie. And she went over there and brought it back. And then you know what they did after that, right? So I just want to give you the people that had it in there. And then and you know, and I'm gonna tell y'all, and then and like you said, like I said earlier, that the woman didn't even want to, Hollywood didn't even want to fund this movie, and justifiably so. Actually, they were right not to fund it. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't gonna tell the whole story, you know. And let me see. No, we don't want you no more. We done with you, baby. But you know, and the producers, and then they got a nigga, and then Viola Davis. So that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They gonna always put a black face on the producing role, like what they did with some bullshit movies in the past. They like to do that. So these people in the back can hide, and then you can crucify Viola Davis. You know. And but did you do your research on it? You know what I'm saying? And you just should have just told the story for real. That's all you had to do. And they told the story of how they got conquered by the French, and that'd have been it. You just told the story about it for real. You know, but you was telling the story at a particular time, you know, but you can't mix up the 20th century in the Viola Davis time period. You got to tell the time period accordingly. So it had to end with they stopped doing it, you know. You have to do it better than that. So that's what you did. You painted the narrative that they was fighting for freedom and all that. They didn't do that until the 20th century, when it's going to get colonized by the French. So stop the bullshit. All right? And that's what we're here to say. So as I close the game show today, I just want to tell y'all, man, you know, you got to do your research on these movies. And if I was going to go see it, I would have done the research on it. I would find out what the story was. But I wasn't interested in going to see the movie at the time. And I'm still not interested in the movie. I don't want no part of it because I ended up doing my research and read it. What am I going to go see some bullshit for? Why I want to see somebody want to put, you know, the second stanza of their reign, and then want to take the last stanza of their reign and put it in the second stanza. I'm not with that type of bullshit. And like I said, I was gonna compare it to another show that's a parody, right? And it's a comedy, and what they did was, and it's this show here, and it's Winning Time. Now, a lot of Lakers don't like it. Now, they come out and say it's a parody, it's a dramatization, and it's an exaggeration. Now, I'll give you a couple of stories. Like when Magic first came to LA and Norm Nixon met him, they played each other on a one-on-one game for real. They play. And Norm Nixon can spank that ass. So in the movie, but in this show, what they did was they exaggerated and they dramatized it by making him play him at a party. That's all that was the farce. But one-on-one game happened. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that they over-exaggerate. They over-exaggerate Jerry West. Well, he didn't want to coach no more. So what they did was they over-exaggerated on why he didn't want to coach no more. See what I'm saying? So, but it's a comedy though. Like with John C. Reilly's character. They over-exaggerate him where he got the shirts buttoned all the way down and being a little more flashy and all this old shit. But Jerry West was a ladies' man. I mean, not Jerry West. Jerry Buss was a ladies' man, though. They just exaggerate him with the comb over. They just exaggerate him, you know, with the bullshit. That was what I mean. So you can take a true story and you just exaggerate it just for fun. It's a comedy. But it's telling the truth. They just say, yeah, they played, but they played over here. We just say they played over here. Just for jokes. You know, Jonah Hill and John C. Reilly and a couple men. I think somebody else producing it. I can go look it up and see who's produced by. And the Lakers don't like it, but y'all wasn't really serious. And then I get the last supposed to be exaggeration. You know what I'm saying? But it was true. It's like when Magic got to the Lakers and everything, and at the time, you know what I'm saying, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was always serious and stoic, you know, because he came through an era where he saw a lot of black tragedy going on, you know, Vietnam War, and, you know, civil rights movement and all that. He didn't play, but he grew up in it. So he didn't want to go out there, man, and just he played and he just he win, he just raise it up and be serious. Because he knew he was serious out there in the landscape of Black America. Magic came in, it was the 80s. Magic said, man, what's up with you, man? We playing this game for a living, man. We have some fun. And he wasn't buying it. And then, you know, he hit that game winning shot at 80 in the first game, and Magic hugging him, and he looking like, man, we know he got 81 more of these games to play. But at the end of the year, and then interview came up, I saw Kareem talking about that. He said, yeah, I you know, pretty much talking about it, but this interview was before the show came out, but he basically saying, you know, and when Magic came, you know, I wasn't, you know, with all the fun, but at the end of that first year, and I came back next year, I was like, yeah, man, let's just have some fun. So the exaggeration was they just militarized him real hard. Why they do that? Well, it's true. It's just over exaggeration. It's a difference, but it's a parody. It's a comedy. Well, what do you mean? Well, but they made that be plain. They told everybody we're a parody, we're a dramatization. When it come on, if you ever watch this show, and it's a damn good show, they're gonna put the credits on, it's gonna say, this is a parody, a dramatization, some of the events are exaggerated. They let you know. Well, the problem with the woman team is they want to sell the narrative that it is truth, but they want to paint a narrative of fiction. And what they paint the narrative of fiction is trying to take a truth that happened in the 20th century and put it in the 18th century. Bullshit. Or the 18th and 19th century to be exact. In the 19th century. 100 years apart. All they did was just say he was a little harder. He was a little crazy. The problem is just to sell the point. Just to sell the damn point. Why? Remember why that guy didn't want to coach. Because even Jared West even said, you know, he didn't have fun coaching, you know, and that wasn't his thing. So all they did was sell it. That okay, he gonna show it ain't his thing, you know. Then you look at it and you're like, okay. And then you come around and get the story from Jared West. That ain't me. We know it ain't you. And they ain't even saying it's a dramatization. So it's exaggeration. So there's a difference between a dramatization, a parody, and the difference between bullshit narrative. Because they ain't really paying no narrative. They just high side. That's all Wintertime doing is high side and showtime. That's all they doing. Making fun of it. We're taking some of the historical and some of the timelines and shit that happened at a certain time, and they said we're just gonna add a little flair to it. We're gonna make this guy be a little more flashy. We're gonna make Magic a little more jovial, or make Kareem a little more making militant, you know, next to a white woman, by the way. So that's the type of shit they were doing. They were just high side in the time. But the woman queen, that's what it should have been called. But the woman king, is painting the narrative that the black women in the Viola Davis time, which was Nasika time, was fighting for liberation of them. No, they're not. They was going to bash on their damn enemies. You know what I'm saying? And they only had a choice was you can be slaves or you can become my wives and go fight. You understand me? Or we're gonna put your ass on that plantation. We're gonna put your motherfucking ass on that, or you be going to Portugal to go to the Western Hemisphere plantation. Which one you want? You got 3 choices. You got 2 choices actually. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about. That's the problem I had with the movie, that they painting narratives that are not true. They're taking historical content and fucking over it. That's what they do with black folks. But like they said, like Winston Churchill said, the winners can always tell the story. Like, are you a French? Are you French? Well, you know, some Frenchmen over here. You know. So, you know, it is what it is. And that's what they're doing. So that's why I said at the end I'll bring on winning time to show you a difference between somebody telling you what they're doing and somebody over here with the fuck shit. You know, somebody saying we're comedy, we're parody, we're dramatization, we're exaggerating. Because I listened to pretty much his interview, John C. Riley's interview, and they all said, man, we just having fun. We telling the story, but we just having fun in between. We doing some different exaggerations. Yo, you co-signing that shit? Well, we're not gonna have winning time. We're not gonna put winning time on the category of a woman king, because woman king supposed to be some true shit, right? Which winning time is some true shit at the same time. They just high side. These motherfuckers here making a mockery of the situation. They've lied, painting narratives to say that end of the day is painting narrative. But see, I know they didn't say they were wives. We know they didn't say that. So if I come on your niggas panels, you can't co-sign the woman king on my watch. You do not need me. You don't want me over there because I'm going to smash on your head. You know? Because I'm going to tell you straight up. You had a choice between either slavery or being a third-class wife, which is a goddamn concubine. And any black women over here, you shouldn't even be seeing that shit. You shouldn't see yourself in that bullshit. When you need to stand up be an American right now, you need to stand up be a goddamn American right now. You need to embrace being an American after this bullshit. I'm sorry to tell you niggas that. You know what I'm saying? That's for this moment of time, you need to embrace being a black American in America. Yes, you need to embrace it. You're not them. So this movie was not a term of endearment for black women. It was an indictment on black women that black women deserve to be pimped on. You ain't nothing but a king's hoe. You ain't gonna be nothing but a servitude under a king. That's why I be saying when women talking about you king and all that shit. And I remember I came back and said, man, I'm just human being. I'm a man. I'm Prince Pierre. You know. Now, if you want to call yourself king and she queen, that's cool. But we talking about servitude. We talking about the Georgia tribe, the Georgia warrior. Their origins came out being slaves. And that motherfucker came with the idea, I'm gonna pimp on these hoes by the definition of pimping. You know? Niggas send their ass back, send their ass out, they bring it back, and they can enjoy the luxuries. And they get back. Send them out, they bring it back, they can enjoy the luxury. After they put in that damn work, if they gotta go risk their life and go risk their livelihood, bring it back. That is hell. We just have to keep it 100. King Jezel is the first documented pimp in world history. Yeah. Yeah. He's the pimpin'. By definition, he's the pimp. He's the king, he's the pimpin'. He's sending them bitches go out there and get it back. They come back and they can eat, they can smoke, they can drink, they can eat. And they got them some servants too, so they get that little fuck on. They said he wasn't allowed to fuck. He just wasn't fucking on. He can't fuck on all the women. He'd kill himself. Because king he's fucking for procreation. Them warriors, he can't procreate with them. You know? So, hell, let's just be real. You know, let's be 100. You know? So, hey, man, we just got to be 100 in the game, man. And we're going to end it with this song tonight. I mean, today, we ain't going to end it with fuck you. Nah, not today. We're going to end it on with the game. Because what I did today is I put you on the game today. You know what I'm saying? That was the true definition of the game show. This show. Which I'm the true definition of the game show. Every show. But you don't want to fuck with me with this historical shit. Because I know hackers shit. I done read a lot of other shit. So I know how to go on there, man, and take things out of Black Label Well, take things out of ice papers. Take things, you know what I'm saying, out of Mother's Dark. Take some things, you know what I'm saying, out of the message of the black. I can take some things, you know. So, no, this movie, they kept this shit out of there. But if I come to your show, I come on your panel, and you pumping up this movie or trying to, I'm gonna tell you. All I'll tell the person is type in on Google the true story of the woman. You scroll down and you'll see Smithsonian Magazine. And it will give you pretty much a cliff note of the historical timeline of the Homean supremacy timeline of the Adoja War. You understand me? Shit, y'all niggas better get real. Y'all niggas better get real. I'm not buying none of that bullshit you selling me. You got me fucked up, nigga. I'm finna go sit up in the screen and watch some bullshit. But if they sold it the right way, and they told it God honest truth, put some exaggeration in it, which have been cool. You can exaggerate, but do not plagiarize. It's a difference. You can exaggerate a little bit. You know, add some shit to it. You know, it might be a scene, you know what I'm saying, where she chop her head off. I bet they show her looking at, did they go back to when she was 10 and go sacrifice somebody? That's shit I'm talking about. So even in the historical context, if they read it, they had shit. They could have put it in that motherfucker and made them women, made them hard. You would have said, yeah, they some cold bitches. But at the end of the day, they was cold slaves. Yeah, They was some cold slaves. Yeah. End of the day, I'm gonna put it in the goddamn thing. Just gave some goddamn thing. At the end of the day. You don't want that. Okay, let me see. We'll say the woman king, or we'll say the Dahomey warrior women. Or slaves. That's what they were. You go do your research. Because I showed you. I'm going to break this bitch up. So, put this motherfucker out. So, that's it. That's what they were. That's how they began. That's what they were. That's how they began. That's what she was. That's what Nanika was. She was a slave. They gave a proposition she basically couldn't refuse. Be a warrior. You'll be my honorary right. You won't have to do any wifely duties to me, but you will have accessory to what my wives do. Accessory to the best baths, the best fruits, the best wines, the best tobacco. You'll have your own servants. Yeah. Your other alternative though. Yes. You can go on the boat. You can go on the boat. But you're going to be in the army. That's what best suits you. That's what I see in you. I see a warrior class. You a warrior. You a warrior sister. You a warrior woman. Yes. Hey. So, I know you women. You warrior, you're not yet. You're not yet. You're not yet. You can move and conquer and bring back prosperity to the man and gain. You a slave now. You're a slave, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You over there eating that swine, eating chitlins and shit, and you ain't got nowhere out. And what women do? They bow down. So he gave them a damn proposition that they couldn't refuse. Hell, he was the Godfather. He was Don Corleone. He told him how he was Don Pippione. Don Pepperoni. That's his name. King Don Pepperoni. Let me fuck up with it, bro. I'm on the outside and have fun with it. You know, because I'm not of them. You know, they try to say we're them. No, I'm not of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that fuck shit. And that's just what's got to be real. You know. Yeah, at the end of the day, the Dahomey War women were slaves. You know, that's how they started. That's how they started, man. So they go on there and get a village. They get the kids or whatever, and that's what they do. They take the kids. They take the little girls and train them up to be warriors. And get them young. get them as young as 10 years old to go and do sacrifices to see if they got the warrior spirit. Get them to climb on thorns, and if they can do it and get through it, and they ain't crying and weeping and acting like a little bitch and a little bitch. You understand me? A girly girl or whatever. They can throw on belt. You know what I'm saying? So they was, that's what they did. So as we see this situation here, you know what I'm saying? It's basically, Jizzle did. He gave her a proposition she couldn't refuse. Like, oh, God damn it, I'm stand right behind me, God damn it, and do it. Because she basically was his wife. That's why she should have been the warrior queen. I told that when I came on the thing. Why they name it the warrior queen? Just read it through the historical that basically she was a wife. So all of those women were warrior queens. Because they basically were what? Wives, right? Even though there's only one queen, but but they all was, what I'm saying? So they should have been known, so they should have named her the warrior queen, because she basically was married to Jizzle. That's why they had her standing by. So y'all see that, and y'all have that. See now, I can catch y'all niggas in fuck narratives. Why she standing by the king? She ain't shit. No, she was some shit. She was a slave now, but she got out of the slave shit. She couldn't free to leave and like that. So they still had slaves and shit like that. But they were wives. You know what I'm saying? Third wife, I think, which was concubine. But basically was concubine. And gave them their own special name. You know what I'm saying? And then they went out there and they did the business. You know what I'm saying? For him, that's just the guy that's playing it. And you see they kind of went and got the same kind of little robe on him. So so they saw that over there. So a lot of things, accurate, but the narrative. It's all about the narrative. You know what I'm saying? But as we close, man, this has been another edition of the game show. You know what I'm saying? Anytime the game show is on, it's the right time. Prince Pierre, man, you know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir. Game show. That's what we do. We're going to show you this game. We're going to get you to keep caboodle and the realization, you know what I'm saying, of really going on. Really give you the history. You know what I'm saying? And I gave you the meat of that bitch. Boy, I gave your ass an appetizer. I gave your ass a 7-course meal. I don't think I didn't give you. Well, I gave you everything you needed. You want some sugar and spice? You better go get a bitch, nigga. And shit, G code in the game. A1 in the motherfucking game. You know what I'm talking about? Because we're going to come with alkaline, which is pure adulterated content. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come with game first. Truth content. But nigga, truth content. And yeah, we the most ignorant shit, because I know I might say some ignorant shit, but it's the truth. I might not be using the right pronunciations and using my subjects and predicates and pronouns and adjectives in the correct way every now and then. But we're getting to the point, you know what I'm saying? That's, I had to just let y'all know the game, the game show is going to give you reasons why I wasn't interested in the woman king. First, like I said, I told you that already, baby. And we had a good time, So, long life. I mean, I didn't want to go this long, but, I had to go on and let the spirit of the game, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which is, God's apostle, you know what I'm saying? And shit, maximizing the elevation over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to maximize the elevation of the mind, just giving you the truth so you can make the right decisions in life, man. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to go search for the truth, man. You can't be looking for somebody to give you the truth. You got to go look for the truth. You got to dig. You know what I'm saying? Because we born to lie. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn. We have to learn what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? We born to lie. You know what I'm saying? We have to go search and earn the truth. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So You know, that's the game, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to be about, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's whoever. You know what I'm saying? We're not a race-based show. We will keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? With race, we don't dodge race over here. We don't dodge the power dynamics. We don't dodge. You know what I'm saying? White supremacy. We don't dodge. You know what I'm saying? The Homean supremacy. We don't dodge, you know what I'm saying? You know, next phase is supposed to be pretty much Chinese supremacists, next phase of the supremacy gang coming. So we can't be dodging topics and dodging information, you know. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just here to give you, and that's how I teach. You know what I'm saying? I take relevant shit, which what we watch, the games we play, the games we watch, and the games we love. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we love, you know what I'm saying, the entertainment game. So, it's the sports entertainment. So, we love the entertainment game. So, I just took the entertainment, you know what I'm saying, what they gave me and it showed you and told you, but showed you that motherfucker lying. Motherfuckers painting that. So, we got much love, man, to the truth seekers, man, and the truth bearers. We ain't hate. But man, we finna get on up out of here though. We got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, the game.
Individual Convulsive Therapy Part 1.
Go ahead, do the crap with me. Oh, go ahead, do the steak with me. Oh, go ahead, do the walk with me. Go ahead.
First things first, man, the chronic is back. This is Endo, produced by Timbo. Game over. Nah, the NWA chain choking. Burn the rubber inside the Range Rover. Chain smoking. Purple haze. This ain't another one of those. This the rebirth for Dre. The rebirth for LA. The rebirth for hip hop. Another memorial for Machiavelli and Big Pop. Hold up, Tim, stop. I said this another memorial for Machiavelli and Big Pop. Young homie got shit locked. Public enemy number one flavor flame with a wristwatch. All black G units, all black and powder. My skin so 3-1 to 6-4. 50 Cent no. I'm confident most wanted when I'm riding with Timbo.
If you want to get the facts, you better come back to the game. You better listen to the game. Great show. I show you where the facts at, where the crap's at. The game. Great show.
West on my shoulder, got the West in the backseat of the Rover. Riding no dubs, nigga, I'm West coasting. The next over from the home of the best doja, making all that racket. I got the US open. Stun on me, I'll leave you with your chest open. Vest broken, hopping the low with the tech smoking.
Yes, indeed. We put you on the game today, like we do every day. It comes down to the Cowboys. It comes down to the NFL or who's doing the head. We're going to put it down.
I'm going 3 times platinum, dog. How do I stop?
The woman came. Put you on that game today. Let you know what it was all about. Much love and respect. Before we get out of here, like we started in the opening stanza. Rest in power. Julio passed at the age of 59 on the 28th of September 2022. We'll get back on these motherfuckers tomorrow. Talk about them Cowboys. But we'll talk about them and the upcoming week in the National Football League. You know, but I hope everybody enjoy. And you know, we don't want our black women, you know what I'm saying, getting gang ran on them like that. Our beautiful sisters out there getting pimped on in the worst way by a motherfucker like that. You know, so that's what it's about. You know, we want to keep it 100 in the game. So I'm glad everybody who came through. We always say, thank you for coming to Gamesville, home of the game show, the Prince Pierre 9.5 live show. The right time is any time that the game show come on. G-Code, A1, G1. You know what I'm saying? The most ignorant show on YouTube. We don't give a damn about it. You know? Still top of the morning till you catch. And we'll get back at you. You know? Same bat time, same game channel.